There we go.
Gaze
Welcome back, everybody,
into
for
the
episode
forward
6.
abyss of your mind's eye. Look hither upon into the eldritch depths of your soul.
That would have been a perfect
Captain,
time
the
for...
ship is super haunted. We have abducted a ghost just for Halloween. A gamer, just like us.
Yes.
And my sweet little brother. Freshly 24, the greatest to ever play most games some of the time. Please welcome my brother Matt. It's our boy. He's here.
He has arrived.
He tried to duck us so hard. If you hear noises like screaming in the background, please forgive them. That is my sweet baby nephew. He does not know what his screaming brings to the energy we've created in the studio today.
We smile at the screams.
He's very much asleep now.
Oh, well, go wake him up.
Just don't.
That is the goal, isn't it?
I saw that fist pump stop halfway through the air. Just don't.
Oh, no, he's not asleep.
Anthony,
Yeah.
he's not asleep.
He is not asleep.
Sitting there.
Hello, Mavericks.
Is not asleep.
He heard that and he took it personally. Motherfucker, I ain't asleep.
He did.
He's not about to let that statement stand.
Boy standing on business.
About to have peak audio for this entire thing.
Yep. Can I just say though, I am upset very much with EA about not being able to continue the campaign right now. Like that genuinely.
That is kind of ass.
Yeah, that genuinely makes me upset. And EA's best guess is, I don't know, change something on your firewall. Thanks, dickweeds. That's exactly what the problem is.
My sweet nephew is also furious about this. And it's understandable. He is the best spotter for sniping in Battlefield 6. I've watched it happen.
I know, Zach. I feel the same. I feel the same, my guy. I felt the same way when I tried to connect to the servers last night. And then I ended up getting the message from Matt. So what you doing? Because he saw I was on Battlefield. I was like, currently trying to load... Actually, you know what? No, I'm reading this word for word because this is happening. He said, playing some Battlefield, sir? I said, I am trying. The fucking campaign servers won't connect, and apparently this is a well-known issue, and EA just keeps telling people to fidget with their firewalls and VPNs because that will make the imaginary server come back online. I was pissed.
It's so weird that would be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I started the campaign, or my run of it, like the day the game came out. 10 o'clock in the morning, servers went hot, and I was like, and I'm in. I got no server queue issue, straight into the main menu, and I was like, cool, I just want to play the campaign. I got places to be later.
I just want to play
how far I can make it. And I got it right away. And I played through the third mission, which I think you and your channel have made it to.
I made it to Moving Mountains. Out of the 9 missions, that was the beginning of mission 6.
Hi, Mike.
What?
Okay.
Ooh, where? What?
So.
Oh, hello.
So the mission I finished my first day playing.
Right.
Was the mission where you halo jump into Gibraltar, which
right.
you had the most issue with.
Not okay. Okay, you make it sound like I was in full-blown rage mode. I was not.
He complained about it incessantly for hours.
Oh yeah.
There was no escape.
No, it was the worst piece of crap I've ever played.
I can't believe I'm jumping from 30,000 feet up on a halo jump and I can't move my head. How
all I got to stare at was the guy's ass in front of me.
And then he gets blown up.
Yeah,
like immediately.
Yeah, because he's the one that pulls his parachute and slams into you, doesn't he?
Yep. Halo jumping because he pulls his parachute because that's when the flak fire starts. The AA gun starts shooting.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, pretty much top of the list of Geneva Conventions don't do list.
Geneva Conventions,
I get it.
more Geneva suggestions.
I get it, for the Canadian fan base, those are purely suggestions. We wrote that motherfucking list. We'll do what we want.
Hello,
but
Stephanie. We have no shame
Hi,
about
Steph.
throwing a can of food over to our enemies in Christmas just to have a grenade hidden in the can of pea soup.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like most people get that story a little wrong, in the way that we didn't immediately throw cans with grenades in them.
Not immediately, no.
We broke them. We broke them in slowly. It
Yep.
started with food.
Started with trust.
It was cigarettes, then chocolate, then canned food.
Yep.
That was Christmas Eve, and then grenades.
Gotta tie it all
There was
off.
kindness.
Yeah.
There was a lot
At
of kindness
the same-
there.
Little
At the
kindness.
same time every day. See, what happened was we Pavloved the German forces into believing they'd get a sweet treat every day at about 10 o'clock at night when it was dark, so they couldn't retaliate.
We trained
then
them
on
the way that
Christmas, we
right
gave-
on Christmas.
And then it was Merry Christmas.
Yeah. We trained them the way the Russian guy trained the dogs every time they hear a bell to
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
time we threw a piece of chocolate or something, they just had their hand out. Next thing they know is, what's this? Boom.
And then
But-
it went kaboom.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
But you know what happens? That's one of those things where it is what it is. You'll have that on these big jobs, and we moved on.
Yeah. And moving on from that, back to Battlefield really quickly. So you couldn't play the campaign,
No,
but
I
you
could
did
not.
get to play the Battle Royale last night.
I
which
did
you
get to
didn't
test
stream.
out some of the new. No, because by the time I finished, I'll be completely transparent with this one. By the time I finished finagling with the campaign, trying to get it load, it was about 11:30, and then Matt.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen. You ain't gonna catch nothing from me. I was snoring, dude. I was out. There was no signs of life from my room. So
I feel the same.
me too, honestly. He's just saying what my head feels right now.
That kid is going
So-
to be a chatterbox.
He's gonna be so loud. He's already a chatterbox.
He's been watching his dad rage at keyboards too much.
So you got to play the Battle Royale. You got
Yep,
to play the Gauntlet mode. We played earlier.
correct. And it did not go well.
It did not even kind of.
No.
Hilariously, okay. The first Battle Royale game I played, because I played one right before I joined you guys,
Right?
I finished 17th. It's like the only person on my squad that just was a random.
Right.
And then I did a duo game where we came second. I got dropped, and then I watched this guy who had been just kind of running aimlessly the entire game lock in. He probably got a ban for using an aimbotting device after the game was done, but we did come second after he got, like, one came around one side, the other came up behind him, and they just both at the same time dropped him. But he took us from, I think we were like 5th to 2nd.
Jesus.
And that was impressive. And then I played the Gauntlet mode, and I won my first Gauntlet game.
See,
which was
we
pretty
got
rad.
me and
And then
Matt
we
got
played
close.
Gauntlet.
Yeah, and it went terrible.
And it went bad.
But see, that's because we were not playing at the same time, so our little brain cell was being bounced back and forth between us safely. When we played together, it was trying to split hairs, and it could not operate
That
both.
That joke actually was real, because there was so many times where Matt would be like, there's one over there, and then both of us, there would be like a 3-second delay. It's like I would notice first, and then you would notice.
Yeah, like it needed to render and compile its shaders between our brains. Cause man, it was so bad.
Windows XP startup sounds.
The fucking the modem router.
Dial-up sounds.
But
I enjoyed them.
Well,
They
yeah.
were both pretty good.
because like when we were at the lighthouse in the edge of the map for our
Mhm.
last game, and I don't remember if it was you or Matt
First
at the
game.
no, it was Matt. Sorry, it was Matt flying the helicopter the first time because this was right when he flew off the edge of that mountain to escape dying. He said there's two by the wall in front of the lighthouse, and I literally I stared down the corner of the wall for a solid 5 seconds, going, "Where?" And then boom, RPG. And I will admit, I still did not see where the fuck it came from. So I just didn't say anything and kept moving.
At least, okay, so when that was happening, because I do remember that vaguely, I was at the top of the lighthouse.
You were, because you were
And
getting
Matt-
you were getting your shit pushed in by the guy that landed up there with you.
And Matt called it. He was like, hey, there's somebody up there with you. And I was like, okay. So I ran in, through, and behind. I looked up. I saw him. I thought, I'm going to get this guy. I ran around, looked back in, still couldn't see him through the gap in the roof. Ran around a third time, in through the other door. I touched the ladder, and he was right there.
Yeah. See, this all falls back to Matt being an expert shot caller for us. He was making good calls. We're just fucking
we're
brain
Gumbies.
dead.
Put me on recon, and I will show you true spotting of the enemies. I will just throw a drone up. I'll just sit there. But guess what? You'll see everyone within a 1 kilometer radius because I will find them.
That is legitimately what you were doing for us, and we were just brain dead as all hell. One at our north side.
I'll be back.
That was my genuine reaction whenever he made a call out like that. Like when we were in the Bradley, the tank, and we were sitting on top of the bridge there, and we placed, what was it, like third? And,
Yeah.
and I sat in the tank. I had no fucking wherewithal that you guys had left. Like, Matt split left, you split right, and I'm sitting there like a fucking Gumby just shooting the top-mounted gun while there's a massive artillery strike coming down on me, and I'm just like, what's going on? Boom, dead.
We both, hilariously in that one, called it at the same time and split in opposite directions. I got 2 before the artillery strike hit you. Matt got 2. Like, we got a squad wipe.
Yeah.
And then the artillery strike blew you up, and we both looked backwards and died.
Yeah. Yeah, that was... the problem there was you chose to look at my dead corpse.
Our brotherly powers united. We achieved synchronicity, and we both derped it. My average brought him too far down.
Jesus Christ. Your average brought him too far down. Your bar is pretty low.
I with my
but
into video games instead, and now I am paying the price in being moderately good at most video games, but ultimate shit in every game.
It's truly Gamers Unite. I keep thinking about that animated Warhammer 40k bit. It's like, hey, Monker, it's like, remember, Captain, be positive. And he hits it with the G pose and then drops through the floor.
God damn it. What are your genuine thoughts about Red Sec, though, the Battle Royale? Like, in comparison to Warzone?
Comparing it to other... I'm not going to just compare it to Warzone. I'm going to compare it to Apex, too, because I've got significantly more time in Apex.
That's fair. I played quite a bit of Apex when it was still in its beta.
I do wish it had a trios mode so that you could just play with 2 friends if all you've got is 2 friends.
Right.
Like me, for real.
Also,
but
3-man squads are just
more common. That wasn't... I didn't mind so much that like it didn't have that. I would like that if they're going to add something in the future. That would be cool. But by and large, I thought it was more fun. Like, it was just more... It's more enjoyable because I prefer the way Battlefield plays. So, like, yeah, you can definitely still get laser beamed or one-tapped to the head with a sniper rifle, but...
I'm such a child. Every time you say by and large, my brain goes to Wall-E. By and large, there's always space out in space.
No, just throw it into the sun.
Yep.
What could go wrong?
Got garbage? We don't need that here.
So, I enjoyed it a lot. I know that's not going to continue because it's always best up front, and then it just like very quickly gets worse.
Yeah. Well,
As
especially with the
people learn how
prospect
to
of the
abuse
battle
the system.
pass being added with it.
Well, I
The
think
coolest
everyone's
thing,
starting really hard to start because literally an engineer could just do an unguided rocket right at you, right off the bat, kill your whole squad after getting into a car to move, but you didn't see them when you
Yeah.
didn't see the red dot coming at you. You just lost your whole squad. You're redeploying. Like you're gonna get abused a lot. And people are just gonna like if they're gonna do battlefield tactics and ambush you into a corner as soon as your entire squad gets into something, you're just gonna get blown up.
Oh yeah.
It's very hard. It's very hard to recover. Even just everyone getting out of the vehicle, it blowing up, taking out your health. They probably got somebody sitting up there, LMG. It's gonna be very weird.
Yeah, like they
Yeah,
definitely
I
have
think,
someone either with a sniper or a big gun just watching for teams dropping in so that they can push them into a corner.
It's gonna be a lot of. If you can spot the enemy before they can see you, I think that's gonna be the biggest thing in that. I mean, that's all it is. It's
Well, yeah, because I
whoever
mean,
gets the sight line first should win.
other than
Is the
Warzone,
mentality of that.
like we're all used to how Call of Duty works their UAV systems, which is pretty cross map kind of thing, so you can see everybody. That was one of the first things I noticed that was different with RedSec was the UAV system is very secluded to the immediate area you're in.
Yeah, it's like the size of your mini map.
Yeah, literally.
Well, like, the multiplayer does a similar thing, which is kind of nice. Warzone also does it the same way. If you get a UAV in Warzone, it doesn't show you where everybody is. It shows you where everybody within 100 meters of you is.
Right.
Yeah. And it only lasts for so many seconds, and then you can activate more. If you activate like 3 of them, you get the whole map.
Right.
For an advanced.
The trade-off to Warzone is that like until you hit the final like run of UAVs, it refreshes faster. So it still just shows you the dot, like where about they are, but it's faster. Battlefield, I don't care that it's not faster. That doesn't matter so much because the map itself is smaller, and there's less places to hide. I like the way that it does the missions because like Warzone has objectives that you can complete, like contracts. I like the mission system. I like just being able to pick them up or like choose which one I want.
That is
like
nice.
I really need a weapon. The weapons cache is right there. It's within 200 meters of you. And you just have to go pick up the bolt cutters and then run for the cache. Open it, and there's going to be one of every weapon there. Maybe a kit, maybe some kill streaks, maybe some equipment. You can pick it all up, you can keep going. And then you aren't constantly being bombarded with missions because like Warzone's economy works around buy stations. Battlefield's economy just you pick stuff up, and if you complete the right thing and get the right reward, it will give you an advantage. Like we did one that I think it was like an intel collection thing, and it gave us 2 vehicle cards. So we got 2 tanks. We got one right away.
Yeah. We had 2 separate missions to do. We did one, and then we were still in the available like area to do that one that was 130 meters away and the one that was 200 meters away. I was like, well, we're gonna have to split from that. We were in like the big tank at that point, and then we made it down there, did that, went over to the other one, did that, and then we got another vehicle card. We got that little Bradley tank, and that was really nice. It got us really far, killed a lot of people.
If I had known what you said shortly after we ditched the main battle tank, we probably could have won it. I didn't know that the vehicle stations will resupply your ammo. I had run out in my LMG. I was almost out of shells, and I'm in this big tank. My secondary gun's clearly out of ammo, and I'm just sitting there like I am a sitting duck. There is no odds I get to continue this any further. So I got out, ditched it, jumped into Bradley.
I had totally forgotten until I was in the Bradley that I was like, holy shit, there's a vehicle thing here. We get 3 uses out of it. It takes a bit to do it, but I just sat there. And that's when I pinged a guy in the head from like 200 meters away. Did 100 damage, saw the double hit marker. I was like, doesn't die. Yeah. Gets shot with a fucking HE round to the fucking head. Doesn't die.
That was something that kind of annoyed me about the top top mounted gun on the Bradley was I kept getting a lot of fucking armor cracking and hit markers, but no actual downs.
Oh my god. When I was in the gunner seat, I just kept hitting people, but I couldn't continuously hit the person.
Yeah.
It was like every 8th bullet I would hit them. I just couldn't stay on them. I don't know if it
The
was
Bradley's guns seem to lack any form of accuracy because with the main battle tank, I never had that issue. Because the tank, you can alternate between a turret and a light machine gun
Right,
that's mounted
you have
alongside.
access to both.
I dropped 6 people in that tank in
Yeah.
the span of like 15 minutes, and
Yeah,
I
you
only
hit them
killed
fast.
2 of them with shells because the machine gun, it ran out of ammo and they were still right there behind a rock. So I changed to the turret, upped it, and I watched the shell arc behind and blow them up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember you took out quite a few of them in a short time span there. But
You
like
did good work with that tank.
you did
It
good.
was the best I played all night.
Job done.
Job done.
But yeah, like you said, the gun on the Bradley just seems to lack any form of actual like accuracy or like damage drop off or anything. Like it's just not good. It seems like it's more of a deterrent. You know, because like as soon as they hear you firing at them, they run for cover. So it's not like you're actually doing any damage to them, but they're not firing at you either at that point.
The one thing I hope they change going forward is I hope they give the transport helicopter more hardpoint options. Let me level it up, because you can level it up, but it doesn't do anything.
Well,
it
and
doesn't do anything for the jets either, other than the secondary weapons. But you need to like actually hit the level for you to even interact with that.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
think
was
I know this
playing-
would play
I played
against
a
us.
breakthrough game,
Yeah,
and one of the transport helicopters, I swear to God, had rocket launchers on it, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
No, it was probably
I think it was an attack helicopter.
There is an attack helicopter with rockets. You're not gonna sleep.
I see. The one thing I wish they would do with the helicopters is that, like, it might play against us in the long run as well, but I wish they would put more ammo in the fucking guns too, because like a gun that shoots off 70 of its rounds before overheating, and then shooting off the other 30 because it only gives you 100 is kind of fucking ridiculous.
At least just fuck us all the way and just make it 50-50.
Yeah, like.
And just make the bullets more powerful and the spread tighter, because it's a really wide
That
spread.
too,
You're
it's
shooting, like you put the circle over a guy, there is like on your reticle when you're looking through your screen, there's about 2 millimeters between the entire thing, and you're shooting outside of your fucking circle.
Well, the one thing I noticed is when you're firing it, the vibration, because like your whole screen shakes, right? That vibration acts as recoil. Because that gun would not stay fucking straight. Like that was ridiculous.
Sense,
it makes
on a mount, like a metal mount. How, like, depending how secure you actually have it mounted on there, how much is it actually going to vibrate, even with that much on a helicopter? You know, something moving
or
in
even
air,
with the vibration, don't
air pressure.
Yeah, don't give the vibration the effect of recoil. Like those are two very separate things. A gun can vibrate and not immediately start to climb in the air.
Very true, especially when it's mounted.
My favorite was still our 4. There was all of us were in it. We were all in the helicopter, and the dude was playing an engineer, and we're getting shot, and he is not healing anything.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that was.
I'm doing everything I can to keep this thing spinning so that like you guys can keep shooting and we don't drop out of the sky, because under a certain threshold the helicopter loses power, so you just drop. And I'm watching that, and we start to drop, and I hit the heal button, and then I jam the spacebar to pick it back up, and he's still not healing us, and we're getting hit from every direction because now we're in between like 8 squads, and I was just like, yeah, this is where we die.
Hello, rookie.
Like, Rookie.
Right now,
Talking
we're
about-
complaining
talking about
about some of the
Battlefield 6.
downsides of Battlefield 6 Red Sec, the Battle Royale.
Here's some more downsides. When the Battle Royale came out, they rebalanced a significant chunk of the weapons. It did not do it didn't do any of the weapons any favors.
No, it did not. Although,
It's
blue.
I feel like they might have done a bit
A
too
little bit.
much with the
Oh, well,
snipers,
it's not
because
good.
now a lot of the snipers are one-shot kills no matter where you hit the target.
Yeah.
well, so the 2010 within a certain range was always a one-hit kill anywhere on the body. The armor in the Battle Royale mitigates that now. So
Yeah.
you deal full armor plus I think it's like 67.
Right.
But assault rifles, LMGs, submachine guns, carbines all took a debuff. Shotguns got buffed, which makes
doesn't
sense, I guess.
seem
They're
right,
shotguns,
because I
Shotguns do
could not get a
and they
kill with
pretty
shotgun to
much
save my
left
life.
snipers alone. Snipers really didn't have any physical change, and I know that from playing I played a game of Breakthrough before you guys got on,
Right.
and I was like, I'm just gonna keep sniping, and it's Liberation Peak, and we're
Okay,
on the bad
yep.
side of the map,
Yeah, good sniping map.
but I could still ping them from 150 meters away,
Right.
like no issue. If anything, the bullet travel got faster. It's the only thing that changed about snipers, because before the patch, I could see a guy's muzzle flare and then sidestep, and it would miss.
Right.
Now
yeah.
I can't. Now I'm trading significantly more now.
Yeah.
So that's a bit goofy. They haven't patched out the rangefinder thing, which is nice.
Well, yeah, because you've been
that's the
using
only
that to
way
your
I hit my
advantage.
shots.
I
Also,
I'm giving up
if
on
you
the rangefinder.
if you rebind the rangefinder, because there's a button that allows you to quickly zero your scope to rangefinder distance. Rebind it to your steady aim button.
usually
and it'll double
it's
the input.
usually on the keyboard it's B, but yeah, if you
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
can
mine is bound to
change
shift.
that one, and there's actually a separate one if zoomed, rangefinder use.
Yeah.
You'll put shift under that, and then you can just hold shift right over their head
yeah.
and shoot basically immediately as soon as you're lined up. But typically, you want just a standing target. Center yourself,
And it's
hold shift, click.
Chef's kiss. It's how I've gotten
It's perfect.
100 of my headshots over 200 meters towards the PSR. Like, it works really good. And then
under
if you
700 meters, it works really good. Under 700.
Yeah.
I
If
mean,
you're
I
doing anything over, you should just stick with a 500 and then account 100 for every tick. Just do it that way after that, because it's people who have like 1800 meter headshots. They're just like, nah, the bug doesn't work. It just doesn't hit them correctly.
I did get
most
lucky
scopes don't
with
sight over 500 anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's the 1000 with the 8x.
I did get lucky in that sense where I was able to kill a target on a map breakthrough with a 1360 meter using the rangefinder. Now, did I do it more than once? No. But
That's pretty good, actually.
which tells me that was luck.
Dog tag.
I'm going to need receipts for this. I believe you. I just have to see it. There is a dog tag that shows your
My
longest kill.
longest is 465, I think.
Fuck, that was the map I was playing with Zach. So
meters.
the way I got that was the big oil fields map. Firestorm. Yeah, I got that, and we were hanging up on the edge of the mountains there by where the mortar placements were, and I was fully prone, and I zoomed into this guy who was in that little bunker way on the other side of the map, and I saw him just fucking standing there. I don't know what he was doing, if he was AFK or whatnot, but I just took my sweet ass time hoping that he didn't move, and I finally got zeroed in, and I just took a shot, and all of a sudden I got the ka-chink, and he downed.
the trick, here's the thing. So with the way I have it set up, the way Matt sets it up is different. It works better. The way I have it set up, my rangefinder only re-zeros the scope when I
Oh.
hit it initially. So what that means is weapon sway is the thing, right?
Right.
And even prone, it sways a little bit. If
Right,
you
yep.
hit shift to steady your aim and you hit like the surface behind him, or worse, Liberation Peak has an objective that's between the mountains.
Yep.
So if you're shooting up the mountain and you miss, it auto zeroes the scope to 1,000, which, or like 800, which is the max,
Right.
and you can watch it just whiff right over their head, like
Yeah.
That's why I
every
have it really
time.
annoying. That's why I say when you have it the way that I had initially set it, you have to like perfectly get the sway over them, then hit shift, steady it over their head, then click. Because
Yeah.
it's very much a game of if you're playing with somebody who's on those big pillars, you have to try and get their body with the sway of the weapon. And usually I'm
What
running,
I've
so
Well, and I think what really helped me in that instance was the fact that, like I said, because I was really elevated up on that mountainside, shooting down, so that kind of helped too.
what I've started doing is, because I know my initial hit is my 0, if they're hiding behind a rock, I 0 on the rock and then I just try to flick it as fast as I can before my
yeah.
steady aim runs out. So, like, if the rock's at 220, they're probably at 225. I'm going to be close enough.
Yeah.
I have ruined some people's days. I have gotten death threats in the game chat from people who I've been sniping against that are just like, "You have no life. How are you hitting me? This is bullshit." And I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'm not very good at this game. Like,
It's
I
one
will
of
fully admit, I have always been bad at shooters.
it's one of those
I'm
things
just
where
meshing with the sniping in this game really well.
it's like that picture of the gorilla stretching in the headline that says, "After beating a no sweat, no job, no money having loser, while you sit over here with a wife, kid, full time job, and a life."
There's a guy on TikTok named the Jan, and he has a
Yeah.
Discord server for Arc
Yeah.
Raiders in Battlefield 6. When you join his Discord server, you have to disclose that you have a job. If you don't have a job, it like hides half the server.
Oh
that's
shit!
really cool.
The idea is he wants to have like
He wants to
knows
have
that lots of people
non-chubs.
are well, they get off the game, like they get off work, they come home, they want to play the game and have fun.
Right.
So that's the idea, is he wants people that are just in the same boat to play together. So he's got 2 games that he has servers set up for right now. He has Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders,
Right.
which is a new extraction shooter. For
Yep.
Battlefield 6, when you join it, it also has a rules section where you can click which game modes you want, and it'll add tags. So and then there's subcategories for everything. So there's like breakthrough, rush, domination, assault, king of the hill, conquest, escalation. So like if you only want to play escalation with people that like you can communicate with, you can just do that. And he's got like squad chats and everything. So it's pretty cool how he has it set up. And I appreciate that, because as someone who's bad at video games and just wants to have a good time with people I can communicate with and not get my shit stomped, good times.
Fair. Yeah, I
Like,
feel that.
I get that 2 days a week, if that. I get usually it's Friday nights and Saturday nights where like everybody in the Homewood channel is on and they're playing Battlefield, or like if you guys are playing, like, and like add Fred and Tony or Zach into the pile, like if
Yeah.
there's 3 people that are playing in a server and I'm like, yeah, I want to play Battlefield, sometimes I can jump in and get into a game of Battlefield with people I know. The rest of the time, I just queue solo and I do whatever I want. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to work on my mastery rank for the Sig Spear because it's been my favorite carbine.
It's such a good gun.
It's so good. When we were playing yesterday with Eric, that's how I kept him alive. I would just follow him around with the spear with a 3 times on it, and like 3 body shots at close range kills them. 2 headshots at medium range kills them. If you line up center mass at long range, it sprays dead up and you can just and kill them. because it's 21 rounds to a mag. It's suppressed from factory, so they can't just see you. And it just hits like a truck. It's so good. And they did nerf it slightly. It's got slightly less damage per hit now. It's like 3 points less. But
I
that
was
doesn't
still
matter. If you're
pretty
close enough, it doesn't matter.
four-shotting people by hitting their legs,
Yeah.
stomach, and heads.
Oh, how does
Shit, Marky
the
got an arcade machine?
yeah? How does that work? How does that work? What he was kind of posting about it in the I think mod section of the academy. He is wiring in some external stuff so he can play a bunch of other kinds of games on it.
That's
So
rad.
yeah, no, it's been really cool watching him go through all that. So I'm
I know
interested
he's
to
been
know how that
like,
works.
man's been out here making mods for everything.
He literally has been. I need to check out his Star Wars mod for Helldivers 2 because he's genuinely modded a lot of the skins so that you look like different troopers from the different squadrons of. He's done some mods for Doom, I believe, and Fallout. Although that one mod he kind of panicked about and said do not play it because something happened with the textures and now every character is naked was fucking hilarious and I really wanted to check that out.
Of course you did, you perv.
I am of the
Sitting there
You guys
degenerates.
want to
playing
hear
the
something
fucking
funny?
code.
I called
yeah, Helldivers.
I called my boss a perv today.
Wow. What did Kelly
Yeah,
do to deserve that?
I called him a pervy old dude. So we have every couple of days we get the mail at the shop. It's bills and checks and stuff like that. And now that Canada Post is back working again, we're getting mail delivery again. And we're on at this point like our 18th mail delivery person. This time it's probably a mid to late 30s woman who's like not unattractive. She's extremely sweet. She's a very nice lady.
Don't
And
let that deceive you.
last week she came in and she's been actually coming through the door, which is nice because we've had a bunch of guys, like the last probably dozen mail delivery people we've had have all been like mailbox back in the van, run like the wind. So she comes in and Kelly likes to poke fun. So he's like, yeah, did you bring me any big fat checks? And she goes, yeah, there's some checks in there, I think, and some bills. Or no, sorry, she was like, it's just bills. And then she kind of flips through it real quick. And she goes, well, these are probably checks. She puts them on his desk. And my 68-year-old Caucasian boss looks her in the eyes and goes, ah, good girl. And then grabs the mail
Wow.
and spins his chair around. And I'm sitting in the chair right next to the door. Like, what the fuck did he
Like
just say?
listening to this happen.
Like, what?
Like
And then
sexual harassment in most
and
foreign
she
places.
walks out and she looks mildly uncomfortable with the interaction she just had. So whatever. I don't say anything about it in the moment because like however I wasn't in a great mood. However, I say it's gonna come out like violently wrong. And so I just kind of like, that's fucked up. And then, he leaves for the lake on Friday. She comes in with some mail. We keep chatting. Like we're have like, we get along. She's trying to find one of the bays, couldn't figure out which business it was. I was helping with directions, stuff like that. Today, flash forward, half a week. Today she comes back in and we're both working in the shop. He's dismantling stuff because we're scrapping brass and I'm cleaning a pump to sell as a refurb. And I hear the door open and I lean over and she waves at me. Then she just kind of looks at Kelly and she like shows the two letters, whatever, puts them on the desk. And thank you. Be polite. She brings us our checks. So don't want her to just be like, this looks like a $10,000 deposit and like, I'll wait till tomorrow.
He was weird to me. He doesn't get it now.
So she smiles, waves, hits the door, whatever. And I look over and I'm like, hey, decided not to be a creep today. He goes, what? And I was like, and then I started laughing hysterically. I was like, I still cannot fucking believe you said good girl to the mail delivery girl. You creepy old guy. And then he started laughing too, so I knew I wasn't losing my job immediately. But like,
Yeah, after
like,
his weekend
like,
on
God
the
damn
boat,
it, man.
after his weekend at the lake, he's gonna come back and be like, you know what? I changed my mind.
But he's not going to like this weekend because there's a Huskies game on Saturday, so his grandson's playing.
Ah,
But we both had a laugh about it, and I was like, you know that if I was to say that, I would be in a courtroom doing the walk of shame out, right? And you got away with it because you're old. And he was just like, yeah, I guess. And then we both kind of
that's
laughed it off.
fuck's sake. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, he
Fucking
Yeah.
Kelly
He knows what he's doing.
does.
He'll be the old guy in the assisted living home that's like feeling up the nurses. And they're gonna be like, this creepy old dude that we don't want to deal with, and he'll be chuckling to himself when they leave. Like, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's gonna be like from Dumb and Dumber. He acts retarded, and then as soon as they leave,
That's what I'm
it's
saying,
like,
rookie. It's fucking crazy work. Like, to just be like, this is a thing I can say, insane. But like, I guess he just doesn't care, which is hilarious to me, because it's like, I know he doesn't care. So 9 times out of 10, I have to buffer him. But it was just one of those days where I wasn't
Like,
going to be the buffer. I wasn't taking this hit for the team. I have a 3D printed push dagger in the truck, and I considered grabbing it to deal with the consequences of his action. Like,
come on, old yeller, time to go.
it's time to call it a day. Curtain falls on this one.
You don't make it
And-
to the funny number.
Savage Sam went
You don't
feral.
you don't make it to the funny number. And like I was ready to go full Splinter Cell on this man. I just like,
Jesus
why would you
Christ.
say that?
You just gotta take him to the solo farm in Poland where nobody will find him.
Yeah,
All right,
just leave him
Wheeler.
there with his dog Hunter. Just like Sam Fisher in latest Netflix exclusive animated show.
Oh my
Splinter
god,
Cell Death
Don't
Watch.
spoil it,
No.
don't spoil it. Still gotta watch it.
your internet just shit the bed.
Mine did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Anyways, to recount the bit, just like the latest Netflix exclusive animated series, Splinter Cell Death Watch. Now, Will, you said you were a big Splinter Cell guy.
I am, and since my dad is watching, he can attest to this. We have been playing the Splinter Cell games since they pretty much first came out. I am a massive
admit,
fan of the
I am-
franchise.
I like the Splinter Cell games, not big in on the lore. So, like, I played Double Agent, which Matt might remember.
Right?
Splinter Cell was like my first experience with stealth games.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
So, and listen, if you put me in a room and you tell me we need to go in, this next mission's a stealth mission, and my options are a light machine gun and an RPG, or a silenced pistol,
Yeah.
it is considered stealth if there is no one left to tell the tale. So I'm a more
Factually correct.
into their bloodlines gamer. Admittedly, I'm terrible at all stealth. The campaign mission in Battlefield 6 where you have to stealth through the city, which I
Yeah.
believe you've played. I aced that. It was easy. Like certain games, I'm very good at the stealth in.
Honestly, that
Metal Gear
mission.
Solid Phantom Pain actually is one of those games where I'm just very good at the stealth.
The stealth mission in Battlefield 6, I genuinely didn't even think twice about it when it said stealth, because the big three that really taught me patience and stealth as like a second nature kind of thing. I know I don't exude stealth a lot in the games we play because I don't have a reason to, but Splinter Cell, Sniper Ghost Warrior, and Assassin's Creed. Because I mean, the Sniper.
Assassin's Creed's different though.
That one is a kind
There's
of
a
like
lot of
play it as you
forgiveness.
choose it. Yeah, but I did a lot of that stuff in stealth because I enjoyed that stuff because of Splinter Cell and Sniper Ghost Warrior. Like Splinter Cell was what taught me to have the patience to prepare for missions in Sniper Ghost Warrior because of the many missions where you have to sit there in the bushes for 10 minutes solid watching a guy's route to get to know which way he's going to walk before you decide to slip by him. Like a lot of those missions can take over an hour and a half to complete, which is wild.
Yeah.
Technically, you
I
could
think
do it in half the time if you already knew the routes before you started the mission, and you get the perfect timings when you run through the entire mission.
Hence the
True.
two key words: prior play and routing.
Matt and I play stealth games in the same way. It's time it as best as you can, run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
No, that's
here's the
fair.
thing. You can watch the route twice. I think that's the rule. You watch the route twice, and then you gotta go.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, there's somebody behind you because you've already started routing your path through, and more than 2 routes of a guard routine, they're gonna fucking see you.
Oh,
Not
that's
complete dead
okay.
spot
That's
most
how
of the
you
time.
guys do it.
So I'm always in the sense that I need to be in the next dead zone. I need to get to where the guards won't be able to find me. And if that means I have to take out an entire little guard outpost by like the front of a gate or something, then I'm going to kill the first one,
Yeah.
drag him behind a rock. I'm going to kill the guy in the guard post with the light on last. I'm going to make sure he is terrified by the experience of me killing all of his friends before he even knows what's happening. That is the main objective when I play.
It's
a
called
stealth game.
psychological warfare.
Sometimes they call off, they get their little alarms off, but guess what? I'm just gonna fucking walk away into a building, get under it. I'm just gonna I'm gonna go towards my mission objective. That's gonna be my distraction.
There's a
I'm gonna make
mission
use of
in
it.
there's a mission in Battlefield 6
Thank you,
where
Sheriff.
it gives you 3 objectives to complete in a large open area.
Yeah, 4 after you finish the first 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know that Will's made it to this point.
Yes, I have.
So
Moving Mountains is the 6th mission.
Moving Mountains.
Yes.
Okay. Have you finished it?
No, because that's why
Or
I
did you
couldn't
start
play it
it?
last night. I was right at the beginning. I had just gotten out of the Humvee to go through the playground to help the CAT, the counterattack team.
Okay. Gotcha.
But that's where it was
So-
like connection server, timeout, ask EA for help.
Pro tip
Mm.
with that mission, each of the objectives that you have to assault, you play as Gecko, so
Yeah.
the game incentivizes you to snipe, and you use her PSR. There are alert stations that the enemy can and will hit if you let them. My advice for completing that, get as close as you can to hit as many things with her drone as you can, so you know where they are. And then the way I did it was I just started shooting everything from the outside in. I took out the snipers on the top first, and then I took out the guys in like roof accesses, like barn roofs. And then I took out all of the guys on the outskirts, and then all of the guys in big squares, because they would start grouping up by this point.
Right.
And then every time I would kill, like, let's say like the 5th person right before I reload, I'd flick it as fast as I can back to where that alert station is. And usually there'd be somebody standing there. And sometimes, they've probably patched this, but sometimes the AI would bug and they would just stand there like they were starting to hit the button.
Oh.
And I'd kabang them too. Like, get got, nerds. Like, Gecko out here doing the work. So that was a really fun way to do that mission. Anyways, Splinter Cell Deathwatch is great. I think you and I can agree.
Yeah, it is.
I really enjoy the way they made the episodes flow like Splinter Cell missions.
It does.
With the exception of a couple that were very exposition heavy. But like,
yeah, like
the story
like Thunder
is really compelling. Yeah.
The one thing, okay, fuck, it's so hard to say this though because Matt hasn't watched it.
Go ahead.
The one thing that made me really sad though was that Lambert wasn't in it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because I mean,
I
you think Sam Fisher and Lambert was his duo. He was his operative.
I like the fourth echelon characters that they give you.
Yeah.
Thunder is hilarious. Also, the absolute slight that was, we need a hacker. Well, where are they? Winnipeg,
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to a pet store in the middle of a barren landscape that's snowing, and then the subtitle, Winnipeg, Canada. Winnipeg is a major city. For context, if you have watched this and you're like, wow, I can't believe Will, Chris, and Matt live in such a barren, desolate hellscape. That is nothing like Winnipeg.
That was a horrible.
There isn't.
That was a
there
horrible
isn't even
depiction.
There isn't even an area on the outskirts of Winnipeg, on the other side of perimeter, that is like that.
No.
There is nothing.
It's so compact.
I did laugh at how they took the liberty of also making sure that they mentioned that it was Ojibwe territory. I think more than once.
Yeah, the land recognition. How was that?
We're
was
doing
funny
our
to me.
part.
It like a statement that means nothing to most people watching. I do appreciate that they did it. I thought it was a funny nod.
Yeah.
But like, it makes no sense. It just doesn't even fit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Thunder that brings it up. It's like, what are you gonna do here? This is Ojibwe territory. It's like,
Yeah.
what does that have to do with anything right now?
I was kind of surprised that they made so much reference to the Shetland family, though. Because in reality, we haven't heard anything about the Shetland family since Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, which was the second video game. That's where they entered the lore, and that was the last time we effectively heard from them.
Did you notice that the last 2 episodes were called Chaos Theory Part 1 and 2?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a fun nod
Mm-hmm.
to the Shetlands and like because I think this show was, I think, meant to kind of like wrap up their story. It was like, so they disappear and this is what happens.
Yeah.
And like this is the conclusion, because like the last episode ends their bloodline. In like the best way possible. It's actually my favorite thing because it's just peak Sam Fisher.
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing that kind of bugged me a little bit, though, was that they took the time to mention the Shetlands, and they even brought in, Reza Karimi, Gunther, but they made no mention of Sarah Fisher, his only daughter.
Yeah, they talk about her very briefly, and that's it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, she was in, if you remember the very first game, when Sam is diving down into that dark water to hang with the sharks, and then he sees another boat come up beside his, and you see a little girl hanging over the edge of Sam's boat. That's Sarah. And then you see her again in Convictions when she is an adult and finds out that Sam is, in fact, not dead. And then that's it. So, as far as I'm aware of, Sarah is still alive. So I'm not.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure why she was not at least mentioned in it.
Yeah, I don't know. But it was back to the thing as a whole. The story was really cool because it left you guessing at every single step. It was like you thought you figured it out.
Yeah.
And then it was like, no, actually, here's another layer. Then you thought you figured it out again. Here's another layer.
Yeah.
Like,
she was
they
actually
never tell you
who
who the hacker was.
Right.
hacked the fourth echelon.
Right. That is also true. I didn't realize she was also mentioned in 2 later pieces of Splinter Cell lore. She was apparently also in Blacklist a little bit there. She was helping with the whole Paladin 9 security stuff from Guantanamo Bay. But she was also in one of the Splinter Cell books that took place after that, Splinter Cell Firewall. She was actually recruited into the 4th echelon and helped Sam to end a cyber warfare weapon, the Gordian Sword. I don't know if you've read the books. No? Okay, well, yeah, she was recruited into the 4th echelon. So, like, why was she not there with Grimm and the other... What was the other old lady's name that Sam got along with? Because he certainly didn't get along with Grimm. Let's see, 4th echelon members, Splinter Cell Deathwatch.
Please stand by.
No, Zinnia's the other agent. Was it Joanne?
Yes.
Yeah, because it was Grimm, Joanne, and Thunder, who were the main 3 that we coordinate with.
I enjoyed that Sun Jin Woo is in this.
Right, yes.
Alex Lee.
Yeah.
Alex Lee is Charlie Shetland.
Yes. Yeah, I thought that was really... I honestly...
Did hear about that.
Alex Lee does a really good job with playing that, like, monotone bad guy. Because he made Jinu Sung sound so much like a villain in Solo Leveling, even though he technically wasn't. I'd say, if anything, he's more of an anti-hero. Like Deadpool.
He's a chill guy wanting to live his life. Right?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I saved my mother, everybody else can fuck off.
I also like that Liev Schreiber is in it. Liev Schreiber is an excellent pull for Sam Fisher.
That was Liev?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, it's been a long time
That
since
was part of the reason
heard
why
his
I watched
voice. Really? I just watched it because I enjoy Splinter Cell. But that, that kind of makes sense with the way they designed Sam Fisher's character in that show. Because, like, if you remember, in the games, Sam Fisher is not that big. He's not bulky like that or heavy set. But they did kind of design old Sam Fisher in the show the way Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth was in the X-Men Origins movie.
Yeah.
So
I was trying to see if he's done any like
other voice
other
acting
stuff. Well, he's done other voice acting. He was in BoJack Horseman.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
I hate
It's
that
an
I remember
animated
that
show.
show exists.
It's a great show. Well, it's all right at best. I'm trying to see if there's anything else here that people have seen. He was in Rick and Morty.
Okay.
He was in
he
Simpsons.
was Wilson Fisk in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. He was Kingpin.
Yes, he was.
That's amazing. I'm never going to forget that one. He was the Storm King in My Little Pony, the movie.
Hell yeah. Man, there's fucking money in My Little Pony. Don't even
No shit.
at that.
No shit.
Army of Bronies.
That's
all the
actually-
fucking 12-year-old
That's
girls
actually
that-
really cool. They got him to come back and do Victor Creed again in X-Men Origins Wolverine, the video game. Like he did it in the movie, but he also came back and did the voice of Sabretooth in the game as well. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think he enjoys playing Sabretooth. Because like he has that cocky attitude that matches his face.
Listen, I get it. I would too. I just ain't that guy.
Just ain't that guy, pal. Just ain't that guy.
You ain't that guy. Although,
Like,
do you remember the original Sabretooth from the very first X-Men movie? The one that literally looked like a woolly mammoth.
He was so something.
He was.
I don't.
It was so.
Oh,
It was
yeah, I
so
watched the
bad.
movie within the last 2 months. So
Oh really? Fuck that!
yeah,
I watched
no,
that movie when I
all
was a
of them.
kid, and it always stuck with my head. It's funny because the Sabretooth that Liev Schreiber plays, a lot of people have speculated that that's actually the second evolution of Sabretooth to make him look more human. And in theory, it's cool, but in reality, they need to realize that the Sabretooth we ran into in X-Men 1 would have devolved at that point because the one we saw in X-Men Origins was younger than the timeline of X-Men 1.
Yeah, we saw the entire birth, adolescence, and adulthood, every war, special units of young Sabretooth. So I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's literally a whole movie documenting all of that. So
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
want to skip over that, then yeah, sure, X-Men 1 is a evolution.
Yeah, because that Sabretooth was Tyler Mane. Wait, he's an ex-professional wrestler? Fuck, no wonder
I
he
don't know.
looks so goddamn
We'll have to
big.
check with our professional wrestling fan. Will, he was a professional wrestler.
Shut the fuck up. Look, I hate the fact that you asked me that because I know who he is too. He's Big Sky from the UWF and WCW, who ran from 1986 to 1999. Fuck off, okay? I get it.
I'm not making fun of you. I was asking. I was checking with my expert in the field.
As soon as I saw his face without the makeup on, yes, Big Sky. He also tag teamed with Kevin Nash in 1999 for a while. Yes. I know I
These
have
are
a
all people
problem.
that exist and names I recognize.
Not same. No, absolutely nothing about wrestling. So I
got nothing.
Statistics.
I agree with you,
I
Stephanie.
do too. I just have to give him a hard time.
Shut
I just
up.
thought it was
I hate
hilarious the
you.
way that he asked it. That's why I was laughing so hard. Because, like, yeah, he's asking us, genuine
Don't-
question. But, he also has every answer on lock, down to the fucking last fucking decimal.
I know he does. That's why I asked. Otherwise, we might not get these deep, hard-hitting facts that we
Shut the
need
fuck up.
to stay relevant.
I hate you so much.
We run the razor's edge of relevance and obsolescence at all times.
It's okay. We're 6 songs below average.
This is one of the ones where I actually learned about him not through wrestling. I actually learned about him because he did some stunts as Michael Myers. Like, he played Michael Myers in Halloween 2007 and Halloween 2 2009. So that is, and he was also in Joe Dirt. Yeah, he was one of the rare people that I found out was a wrestler after the fact. But
so much.
Nonetheless, I learned
so many
he is a
accurate
wrestler.
Stats.
Shut up. Hate you.
The fact he's a wrestler will always take priority over everything else he's accomplished in life.
I know where you live.
Write that
and
down first of all.
The fact that you don't fear this is just scarring.
The Godfather feels nothing.
If you come to me.
Look at what you did
on
to
the
my
day
boy.
after my brother's wedding. Look at what you did to my boy. That's my boy.
Oh, Stephanie, is that why you're dating Blue then? Purely because he references your favorite voice actor's name? Blue, sorry, not sorry, bro.
Alex Lee slaps, so I stand by that message.
Oh, yeah, Alex Lee is amazing.
I'm Chris Lawson, and I approve this message.
Fuck up.
Bum, 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 bum.
I honestly, what made me start liking Alex Lee wasn't even Solo Leveling, because I actually didn't watch Solo Leveling until the first season was already done being
Probably
made.
Demon Slayer, right?
No, he plays the 1,000-Year Blood War Jushiro Ukitake. Captain Jushiro. Ruki is captain. He plays the English dub version of Jushiro.
That's wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that is why I like him so much, because I found out he was doing that. And then I watched Demon Slayer and fell in love with Demon Slayer, and I was like, yeah, no, Alex Lee is the voice actor for me.
Steph just hit us with who her favorite voice actor is, and I approve that message 1000%.
Steve Bloom. Yeah, it's kind of hard
Steve Bloom is Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Just a humble bounty hunter, man.
As an example, you should say, because he's done so many that it's hard to credit all of them. Honestly, if I ever personally met
he
him,
was
though,
Wolverine and Venom in Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, if I ever personally met him, I would pay him to call me a dirtbag, like when he played Jack Dempsey.
He was the announcer bot in Transformers 1.
Yeah, he was.
He was Lucky in Hellboy Web of Word.
Oh, Stephanie, you haven't watched Cowboy Bebop? Fuck, I need to give you the login details of my Crunchyroll then, because I have the family, like, shared plan, and I'm the only one using it. You need to watch Cowboy Bebop. Like,
He is like the only voice actor that's ever played Wolverine.
Yes.
All of these Marvel titles that go back, it's just Steve Bloom.
Yep. And sorry, Tank Dempsey was who I was thinking of. But I actually, one of the first times I ever had a run-in with Steve Bloom was when he played Starscream in Transformers Prime.
That's valid.
Yeah.
He's Sam in Metro Exodus.
He is. Yes, he is. He has played Sub-Zero in pretty much every Mortal Kombat game where Sub-Zero had voice lines.
He's Yoga Dennis in Fully Coolly Alternative.
Well, I think one of my personal favorites that I know off the top of my head is just because he's
Sauron in Middle Earth: Shadow of War.
Yeah. I have a massive love for the Batman Arkham games. He plays Killer Croc in Arkham Asylum. I like how there's a section, what is Steve Bloom's biggest roles? And it literally just says, take your pick. Thank you, Rotten Tomatoes.
That's so funny.
Wow. Okay,
the
that's
man is
fair.
Everywhere all the time.
He's actually, Steve Bloom has done so much stuff. He has been, IMDb is starting to compare him to Mel Blanc, the man of 1,000 voices. That is impressive. Yeah.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Wow. He's in everything.
There was a game.
The man exists.
I believe it already came out, but Marvel Cosmic Invasion, the comic book style Marvel video game, he's going to be playing Venom and Beta Ray Bill. I did hear about that one. He's also, oddly enough, played a shit ton of Digimon. He just last year, the Digimon Adventure 02 Hurricane Touchdown. He played Flame Dramon, Ray Dramon, Magnamon, and Poromon.
The list of stuff that he's been in
it just
is
keeps
unreal.
Going.
It never stops.
He was Trapster, Gambit, and Wolverine in Lego Marvel Avengers.
He was Leandros in Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Yes, he was.
Which probably isn't where you thought I was going with that based on the name.
No. Although one that's personally a favorite of mine is I recently found the Baki Hanma series, and
absolute cinema.
I'm actually really enjoying it. Is it sad that I enjoy Baki's father more than him? I like
No.
Yujiro.
Yujiro? Yujiro's
You
great.
have to
Yujiro's
love
an
him.
absolute monster.
If not through fear, through admiration.
Exactly.
Like, he is just, as the world sees it, the epitome of the human physique. He can
Yeah.
withstand and
Yeah.
he can take on tanks. He
He is the apex predator.
He is.
Yeah,
He has the demon on his back.
he is the ghost of Earth. Okay.
But
Tsushima
in
and
the
Yote.
in the movie Baki Hanma versus Kengan Ashura, because I've also watched Kengan Ashura, he played Doppo Orochi, the bald guy that has the
Yep.
eye patch.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. He was also in Star Wars Tales of the Empire, because I remember him playing Reggie, and then the one random fucking Republic guard.
He's been in so much Star Wars stuff.
He really is living his best world as a fanboy, isn't he?
Yeah. He's just in everything.
Also, I didn't correct you before because you got one of his many roles in Naruto correct, so I didn't feel like being a dick. But since I've hit that point, he also played Onoki and Zabuza Momochi. So
Yep. I saw that. I just didn't bring it up. The fact he was Zabuza, I did know. Because he was Zabuza in the original series.
Yeah, but you didn't know he was Onoki?
No.
He also
I had
played
no
he
idea.
also played Onoki in the Naruto Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections game.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I remember Onoki was the cantankerous, cranky bastard.
Speaking of video games,
That list is so long.
it's time for
Yes.
my surprise bit.
Ah, yes, I have been
Have
waiting.
you ever wished that there was a way to improve core skills in your life through video games? Kind of like the bleeding effect from Assassin's Creed. Have you ever wished that you could
Yeah.
improve a skill while also adding elements of your favorite existing video games? Like the fact you get shot
I
and
would
you must repeat basic tasks.
I would
And
happily
also it's a battle royale.
I would happily take the trait system from Remnant in that sense. Because you
I like
get
how Matt's just 1,000-yard staring. He's hit the Obi-Wan Kenobi so many times. He's just glonked out. My boy straight glonky over there.
No, I would 100% take the trait system from Remnant because you just by going through life you get traits and you can choose which points to put into what trait. I would happily take the trait that allows me to get out of bed with less pain. Like level 5, 25% less pain in the
on more
morning.
realistic things here. What's
Okay.
the number one skill an employed person or just a person in general requires to navigate the digital age?
Money.
No. Money is not a skill.
No, that's a skill issue.
Perceptiveness, hand-eye coordination,
Brains.
latency problems from your brain to your hand.
Intelligence level.
The answer Matt was closest to is typing. Last week,
Oh god.
I finally found I found the demo for a game that had been on TikTok, and I will tell you, this game is bussin'. It's high octane.
Never
It's
fucking say that ever
stressful
again.
as shit. It will physically make your chest tight and force you to
should
get
be
better
ashamed,
at a
Stephanie.
thing
You should
so
be.
that you can win. That game is The Final Sentence, which is a battle royale game where you and 40 other people have to type a set message out as fast as you can with as few mistakes as possible. The game, and you have to be the first, because if you don't finish the game first, you get shot by the guards who are holding you there, forcing you to type the messages.
That sounds really fucking hilarious, actually. I'm going to open up Steam while you're talking about this.
It is probably the most enjoyable battle royale I've ever played.
Never
And
mind.
the
It
most
is
frustrating.
not on Steam.
Yeah, it is. The Final Sentence, or Final Sentence.
It's just called Final.
Oh,
Sentence.
final. Okay, I typed in the
Yeah,
Final.
no, it's
Okay, that's my bad. That
Final
one's on me.
Final
I'll take that
Sentence.
one. And
Very small
this
game, but oh my
this
goodness.
discovery
Holy shit.
that 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 there are games based on typing as a skill set exist led me down a rabbit hole. There are
Yeah.
so many video games based around the concept that is typing, which is really
Yeah.
like Ultra Keys from like third grade computer lab,
Yeah, fair.
but more enjoyable
I
by
actually
like a
have
not insignificant margin.
I actually have a shit ton of typing games now that you mention it on Epic because they keep giving them away for free. And I'm the kind of guy where if I don't have it for free, even if it's not a game I would most likely play, I still take it
Game Hoarder.
because it's
Yeah.
free.
It's free. Why
And
wouldn't you take
and
it?
I'm Jewish.
One must be
It's-
Jewish in order to understand the true capacities of life.
Yes, exactly.
But it genuinely is fantastic. Like I highly recommend you get it.
I'm actually
The
yeah,
first-
I'm checking to see how much like this is to download because I'm 100% fucking downloading it.
And this will take you probably 5 minutes at maximum to download.
God damn it,
It's
Stephanie.
free for me is a saying I live by. That is actually Will's catchphrase.
I hate you, not wrong, but I hate you.
It
It is.
honestly is extremely enjoyable.
It's less than a gig.
Yeah,
I told you.
The
It's
game.
awesome.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
It's-
Fuck, this game looks actually really good for a game that's less than a gig.
Oh no, it looks
It's-
and feels amazing for what it is. It feels.
I mean it's a typing game. It's really hard to
Typing.
fuck that up, admittedly.
I'm sure your fingers don't exactly go exactly where your keys go, but it's really hard to guess that. When
See, that's going to be difficult for me because I never learned how to properly type. I couldn't focus.
Oh,
So,
you couldn't do the ASDF.
no, I
And then the fucking.
I got really
JKL, whatever the fuck it was.
yeah.
JKL colon.
Shut up, fucking nerd.
Pinky on the ship.
Listen, I will state this outright. I never learned how to type properly.
I got really fast at the chicken typing.
2 classes, I think we
Yep.
had on typing.
I never cared. I always goofed around when they were like, all right, class, load up Ultra Keys and play to the 5th level. I was always like, yep. Me and my friends learned that if you just hit random keys really fast, it would skyrocket your words per minute and it would break the accuracy counter.
Oh my
So all we had to do was show our teacher that we had done the thing at the correct words per minute and the correct accuracy. And then we could do whatever we wanted, which was play Flash games.
Yeah, cool math for
Um,
kids.
Cool math games. Any of the JavaScript games,
Uh-huh.
like the Portal Java game,
Fuck, we're old.
which was my first experience with Portal. So I never learned how to type properly. I have picked up typing and like I am competent with it, meaning that like I can think things and type them as I'm
I
thinking them.
downloaded it already.
Hell yeah, you have. We're definitely gonna play
Oh god.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Not tonight because it's already late and I'm gonna want to.
I might
already
I'm-
tired.
I might play it after we're done.
So
play
your
with you.
first
Okay.
your first 3 rounds
Uh-huh.
are like of opening the game are always the same. There's like an introduction thing and like it makes you type out the premise of the game.
Right.
After that, you enter into like the game proper. So there's some that are like one of them is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and then it goes into like references and then memes, and then like I can't remember what the end is because I've only ever hit it once, and that was the game that I won.
So, do you need to like type out as they're talking, or does it have like a set
Nope.
layout of it lights up green or red if you type the right thing in, kind of thing? Or
So the idea is you're working a typewriter and it shows you in floating text what you need to type. As
Oh,
you
I
type it,
see.
it will show up green. If you make a mistake, it will flash a red square and you have to repeat the line. If you make 3 mistakes, you start a Russian roulette, which is a mini game that it has to basically see if this is the end of your run or if you can keep making attempts. So you can win or lose the roulette. And I can tell you, you can win up to 4 in a row, but at 5, it gets a little bit like just statistically your odds are bad.
Right.
So anyways,
There's a
Morse
lot of
code.
tension.
There's tons. Oh, dude, my chest actually feels tight playing this game. Like it's, I can sit there playing any other multiplayer game, and like,
Hey, put us down.
it is what it is. We're just here. We're playing the game. We're having fun. I'm playing Final Sentence. I'm locked in. Like I was mentioning about how I learned to type. I can read a line, but I have to look at the keyboard to make sure I hit the right buttons because I've got old man hands. So, but like there's dashes, commas, dots, colons, exclamation marks, question marks.
Oh no.
There is one I've played that's purely Morse code. So it's just dots and dashes and spaces.
Oh fuck.
That one seems really difficult. Use your number pad and it gets much easier. I can do the Morse code one all right. Some of them are purposefully spelt wrong. Some of them are short stories. Some of them are song lyrics.
Oh shit, so you need to pay attention.
Yeah, they're not. So the theme will remain the same until you finish what is considered a round. So there'll be like a paragraph of text. You make it to the end of that, and then there's like a timer between this round and the next. And all of your mistakes, except for your roulette runs, are removed at the start of the next round. So if you're at 2 and you finish a round, it will remove those 2 before you start the next block of text.
Interesting.
Between each round, it changes what the theme is. It's not always going to be the same.
Right.
Except there are some that are like pretty much dead the same, but they're more complex. So there's shorter rounds, but there's more of them. Like it was one of them was like you're punching out like the top lines of a file. So it's like area colon in brackets like Theron's Paradise bracket period space next line population colon space 12,604 and then like comma census data in and then like an actual date be like 18-7-1873 and you have to like type it out because as you're playing and people are failing the roulettes you can hear gunshots. So it's like the game is incentivizing you to go a little faster. It does track. Right. It tracks your words per minute and your accuracy.
You hear that and you start shitting bricks. Like the guy beside you gets popped off and you start sweating.
Yeah. My best.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing a round of this after.
My best was 53 words per minute at an accuracy of 98%.
Nice. What did you place out of what did you place out of the 40 people?
That one I came second.
Jesus.
One like 3.
Oh, also it has VoIP. It has a voice chat.
Oh.
And it can be the funniest shit. Matt, Eric, and I played around, and there was this chick before it even started because you just hit control, and it'll let the voice chat continue to run through your headset. So she hit control and she's like, yeah, is there any gamers in here? What blah blah blah. And she's sitting there yapping and it's the internet.
Right.
So people are like, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, degenerate shit.
The only thought I had was I heard this chick start talking. I was about to hit the voice chat, be like, are you a woman? Because I can't associate with you. And then just leave the game. But the funniest bit was we got, like, everybody starts at the same time into the first round. I got halfway through the second line, and then she starts talking.
What the fuck?
Reading the line out.
Oh, no.
And changing details. And she was like, yeah, commitment. COMITMINTENT. And you could hear people... Fuck! Shut up! And like
it's so fucking diabolical.
the audio is proximity based because you can
Wow.
hear the gunshots. So it's like one gunshot's off in the right hand corner. If somebody hits their voice chat, you can hear them talking like they're in the front right hand corner of the room, or they're right behind you, or they're just to your left. So it's even funnier. And it just, the bit keeps building. We played one game where it was like probably a dozen Brazilians
Oh no.
in the game with us, and it was like you could hear them like bang, and the VoIP cuts. Like it's
That's
so
the best
good.
part is when the voice
It-
cuts.
So what you're
Like,
telling me
I
is
heard-
when I play
we
this,
heard
I
one
need to
dude-
record it.
I will absolutely record this with you. We played with this one guy, and he didn't really say anything. He was like, okay, cool. Like you'd hear him when he was like, man, that last round was pretty rough. Like they spelt has wrong. It's like H-A-Z, or sorry, yeah, H-A-Z. Like that almost threw me off. I just about made a mistake there. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And I'm like, he's first, I'm second. I think Matt was third behind me. And then you can see the tracker. There's a little bar in the top with little dots, and it shows you where you are and what place you're currently in.
Right.
And I'm watching him sprint to the end.
Hey, Space.
And then all we hear out of this dude is, oh fuck, I just threw. Bang. And his little dot goes red because he died. Like 2 lines from the end, and then it's just Matt and I fuck, trying to outrun the rest of them. It's
a short
hilariously tense and wildly simple as a game, but it's
Because all you're
actually
doing is
so fun.
typing.
All you're doing is typing. That's it. That's the
So
game.
literally-
It's simple.
literally
What's the
it's a
core
game
gameplay loop?
component.
What's the
It's
gameplay
lit-
loop? You can
it's literally a
invite
game
friends. You can invite friends to play in the same lobby as you,
Nice.
and you type.
There
That's
is
it. So,
no
like,
issues
when
with
you
that.
start, you can invite like Matt and I, and if we join you, we can replay through the first 3 rounds.
Shit.
If you join on us, you can automatically skip out of them. But if you go back and like, so let's say you play one where I'm the party leader,
Right.
you'll play a random one. The second one that you do will be the second, like pre-scripted, like the preordained, like the script that mission's supposed to have. It's like you have, because it's teaching you about the game in the first 3.
Right.
There's also one that'll fuck you up where it's like, now like this on this test we're going to test all the keys, and then there's a break. It's like, and then the next line is, let's do numbers first. Next line, 1 2 3, and it's just all of your number keys on the keyboard, 1 through 0. And it's
That's
like,
great.
now letters, Q through P, A through L, Z through M. And then it's like, great, now let's try symbols, ... dash, comma, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, question mark. Awesome. After this, we'll then begin for real. And like, and then the next round after that's like real text. It does a really good job of giving you no tutorial, but while also giving you a tutorial. Like, this is what you need to know to play our game. Thanks for playing.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah,
If you know how
there's
to type fast, you'll know all the rules before you can even really start.
fair.
if you're bad at typing, you will learn everything you need to know in the first line. Because that's how the first round went for me. And I was like, I'm pretty competent at typing. I could probably type 20 words per minute. That seems pretty good. And like, when we downloaded it, I found it, I downloaded it, I played the first couple rounds myself, and then Landon and Angela were in the office with me, and I was like, you guys want to play a typing game? And they were like, and Angela was like, I was like, Angela, you have to,
Just
you know,
dragging
she
them
does
into
typing
hell.
exercises, because it's something that she requires for her coursework and stuff.
Right.
Like certain jobs, if she applies for them, she has to have certain typing speeds.
Right.
So it's like, just 2 birds, 1 stone. Play a fun game and practice typing, and it tracks your speed, which is really important. Like, and it tracks your average over all the games you've played. So if you have one where you do like 5 words per minute, it'll track that and it'll reflect in your average after.
Ah.
Like I think I've played 20 games at this point. My average is like 45 words per minute, which is actually, I've been told, very good. My accuracy is about 98%, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I always goof long words or like weird words. Whispered.
Really?
Couldn't tell you how it's spelled. I read it 7 times. I stick and poked it. Still somehow messed it up. But yeah, it's a very enjoyable
I think
game.
that might help me in that sense, is because like I've never had a real problem with spelling even like ridiculously hard words. So all I got to do is just like comprehend it, and then I can do it. Because that's why I said really the way I did when you said you flopped on whispered, because that kind of threw me off for a second there. I was like, wait a minute.
Buddy, I spelled population wrong 5 times in a row.
What the fuck did you do?
Because here's the thing. All you have to do, it's not a mistake on spelling the word total. It's mispressing a key. That's what they quantify as a mistake.
Yeah.
If there's a period and you hit the space bar by accident, that's a mistake.
You have to restart the whole line.
Yeah.
You have to restart the whole line. So eventually you realize you're getting left behind and you start typing faster. Like you frantically trying to catch back up.
Which breeds
and you're
mistakes.
more prone to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. It's unreal. We played a game with a dude that was typing at 130 words per minute. I shit you not.
Jesus
he won
Christ.
it before I'd gotten halfway through the second round. I looked up and he was at the end. And it was like he finished last round and was just sure.
Yeah, no, he was playing a fucking Roblox dictionary game. When you see those people with the fucking 350 words per minute, and it's just.
Now I think there was hacks involved.
Chris,
there have to have been hacks involved.
There are definitely people who are just that good at typing.
Yeah,
They're impossible.
I used to work with one like that. He was a med school student working at PartSource part-time. And when he was sitting there at his desk in the back of the store, instead of answering calls, I'd walk by and he was doing the typing time test to see how many words he could type out. And that's just what he would do over and over and over. I watched this guy genuinely hit 93 many times he was trying to break 100 at one point, but he kept fucking it up because his fingers were just brushing over the keys too fast.
It will never be me. And you'll know why that is when you watch me as I'm getting ready to start. Like, I have to warm my hands up. Like, I sat here at my desk, we were playing the other day, and I'm like cupping my hands together and just like blowing hot air into them and rubbing them together and like rubbing the backs of my hands because my hands hurt playing the game. Like, I'm just the speed with which I am trying to type.
Okay, I thought
if I didn't have old man hands, could I type faster? Probably. Can I? No.
That is not the reality with which I live in.
No.
I thought I was the one that was old.
But that's a really weird subset of games that I discovered existed. I didn't think that was like a real thing. I thought it was just like an educational tool that they made you do in 3rd grade.
Right.
And then I learned that no, they make them. Angela found one. It was a roguelite. It's like a tower defense roguelite. So you're a dot in the center. It was called Glyphica. Glyphica. But you're a dot in the center with a health point pool. And then enemy dots start coming towards you, and each dot's a word. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 letter words. And you type it, and then you shoot them. And then you just it's just trying to type as many words as you can without making as many mistakes as you can, because there's bonuses to consecutive correct keystrokes. So I played that. I made it literally 2.5 minutes because I couldn't see the words fast enough. And then because I have to look up because I can't type without seeing what my hands are doing. So I have to look up at the screen and then down and then click clackety click the buttons.
Right.
And then back up at what I was doing. because I'm old.
Because you're old. You heard it here first, folks.
A game. Yeah, you heard it here first. I'm old as shit. A game where I don't have a problem like that is Mass Effect Andromeda, which you've also been playing on stream.
Right. Yes.
Now, Matt has played Mass Effect because he's my brother, and he's been forced to. We can fix that.
You were my brother.
No,
You're my brother, Bananakin. I loved you.
You were my brother, Bananakin.
Bananakin. Banana.
So, for those of you who've never played Mass Effect is
Welcome back, rookie.
a third-person over-the-shooter
Fair enough, rookie.
action RPG where you play in the mainline games. You play as Commander Shepard, whether it be the male or female variant.
Confused rookie with the Bananakin.
Bananakin.
Sounds
So you
like
play
a
as
bad
Shepard,
grenade.
who is a human soldier, and you pick your class. You can customize how Shepard looks. You can choose your gender, male or female. The core 3 games, the kind of like the selling feature of them, and it was something BioWare was doing a lot at the time.
Stephanie just called you
Because
out
they're
on
really
your
good
lack
at it.
of intelligence. It's a third person over the shooter shoulder.
Yeah, what I said. Anyways, moving on.
There's RT paying attention.
It has a really good morality system.
It does.
And that's kind of where the game
I
gets
really
its,
like the
gets
Paragon
its,
and Renegade.
The Paragon, the Renegade system is awesome.
That's where it gets its
because-
consistency.
Well, yeah, and then it also does really good at decisions you make will have consequences.
Yeah, defining
so
the lines.
you can't. So you can be evil McDicknuts. That's cool, but there will be consequences associated with that. So you either commit to the bit, or you be Goody McTwo-Shoes.
Yeah.
So you have to, like, playing morally gray doesn't necessarily benefit you over the long span of the game because it's not supposed to. The game wants you to pick a side, and that, like, it's replayable for that. Like, I've played it both Renegade and Paragon. I know which one I prefer. I know everybody else is wrong. It's cool.
Wait, you
Obviously-
prefer Renegade?
No, I violently prefer Paragon.
Okay, yeah, because that's what I did on stream was Paragon for all 3, and for my
Yeah.
I've been slowly trying to record all the funniest bits of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 as a Renegade run. And I got to admit, after playing Paragon for so long, it is a bit of a breath of fresh air to be the evil giggle fuck and just slap people when they get in your way.
Dude, punching the reporter will always be the funniest moment in a Mass Effect game.
I got one better, man. It's not as funny, but it's more satisfying. Conrad Werner. Punching him and pointing a gun at him is the best feeling ever because it's finally like, fuck off.
The second game is really cool because it gives you visual differences between the two.
Yeah.
Like, you haven't hit it yet, but in the second game, you will enjoy Shepard's aesthetic as a renegade a ton. It's actually rad. And then the third game kind of does away with that, but the aesthetic from the second game will carry over in a limited aspect into the third.
Mm-hmm.
But like the game's core tenets of making you make difficult decisions that align with your morality is really fun. So years after the third game finished,
Are you dying? This is what happens.
I had to take a sip of water.
This is what happens when you lose too much hot air.
Mass Effect 3 came out 2012. 2016, we were graced, disappointingly so, with Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, I have a confession to make. I started playing it again after you started streaming it because I watched you stream the first 2-3 hours of it, and I was like,
"Yep,
I want to play this game. I want to remember how bad it was."
I'm glad to know
because
my
I originally
comedic
bought
value
it.
made you feel more invested in it.
It did, genuinely, and watching how bad you were at it.
Okay. I'm gonna
like
I'm gonna take that hit
first
and pretend I didn't hear that.
that first little bit of the game, watching you play it, I was like, I immediately knew that you were playing on a controller, and I was like,
I
he's
was
really struggling with this.
no, I
I
was
knew you were
falling
struggling.
asleep. I was falling asleep. I said that multiple
Rookie play
times
Mass
on the
Effect is
stream.
great. I didn't catch any of that. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
So watching you play it, I was like, I have to play this one so I can talk to Will about it because I'd love to get like when I played Andromeda, nobody else was playing it, so I had nobody to talk to. I had
Right.
no counterpoint for like where the story goes and how the story evolves. Like, it does the game get better? Does the game get worse? Like the mainline games were great because they're linear. The
Yeah.
game presents you all of your options, but it also tells you, like, listen, the story doesn't progress unless you do this thing. Andromeda is very much like, here's a ton of stuff to do, go get them done. Do them in any order you see fit, very similar to like in line with how Mass Effect does its storytelling.
Right.
But like,
Right.
you know, you're gonna go to EOS, you're gonna do stuff, you're gonna discover things, you're gonna research stuff, you're gonna scan things, you're gonna maybe build a thing. You're not going to know how the mining works until after you establish the outpost because somehow you never proc it across the entirety of EOS once. Don't at me about that one. Still a little chapped, but the game is open to how you want to play it.
Yeah.
So I went back, I started playing it, and my confession to make about Andromeda is I don't think I gave it a fair chance the first time I played it. Because the
Honestly,
game very clearly discloses to you the first time you ever enter EOS that the higher your radiation level is, the more difficult it's going to be for your survivability. You should find a way to fix that. And then shortly after that, you come across the mechanic required to do that
right.
in the mainline story. And then once you're done that, it tells you exactly what you must do, which is wait, because Andromeda uses a real world timing system.
I
So
noticed
strike
that.
team missions and in like what's her name? The Asari on the Nexus that does. She's
The
like a
reporter.
reporter.
Yeah, the reporter.
Yeah.
It literally says on
Her
hold.
stuff, you have to wait for it. I also missed some optional stuff, admittedly, on EOS.
I
Like
fair.
timed optional stuff that had to do with the story.
Oh.
Wasn't paying attention, didn't see the objective, exit it, and then I watch as the optional thing crosses itself out, and I was like, "Ooh,
Oh.
I didn't see that."
Carrie
So hopefully
Tavessa.
that
Carrie Tavessa, the freelance vid maker.
Yeah, Carrie. So I like the way that it does its mission layouts.
And
I'm
see,
still not a fan of the fact that you basically just have to wait for the radiation to lower. And I'm interested to see how that actually functions.
fair.
Because like the game locks you really hard up front on where you can explore, but then it's like, yeah, all of these other side objectives that you were given by the people on the Nexus, those are all in the areas you can't get to unless you dead sprint it in the Nomad. It just won't happen. So that kind of sucks. But I have been enjoying my time with it. Like, the damage stuff kind of sucks, admittedly, but I found like I'm playing it in the same way I played the first three games as an infiltrator. So I have the tactical cloak. I got the Omni grenade for armored enemies, and that's it. So all of my skill points have gone into combat and tech.
And see, I went
And
the
I'm
other
having
way.
fun.
I went Vanguard again, like I did in 2 and 3, because Vanguard doesn't exist in the first one.
Yep.
So the way I deal with all that armor is I get up close, charge, refill my shields, and then I Nova Punch and send them flying.
Yep.
But The thing that I've really been enjoying about Mass Effect Andromeda is that once I learned that it was not made in the same likeness as the first three Mass Effects, I started looking at it from a different angle and saying to myself, okay, if I just look at this like it's a standalone
That's what it
and has
is.
no, like, nothing to do with the original Mass Effect, this is purely coincidence that it's called this. If anything, my mind feels that it plays more like Halo Infinite in the way the missions are laid out, and you have multiple things that
Yep.
you can explore throughout each mission. I started to enjoy
100%.
it in that aspect. And I
It
went,
became
you
more
know what?
fun.
This isn't so bad.
When I went back and I was like, let's just play the game. Let's see how the game plays. Because originally I was just upset
Nice
it
place to
wasn't
own.
a
Very
mainline
nice.
Mass Effect game.
Yeah.
So when I went back and I was like, okay, you play as Scott or Sarah Ryder. I
Yeah.
chose Scott
I
because male Shep on top.
I I was a femme chef, so I chose Sarah.
And you go through the first mission on Habitat 7. Then you go back, you find the Nexus, you do all the Nexus stuff. Then you go to EOS. And I was like, okay, like this is cool, actually. Like this is just genuinely interesting. Like it's in the Mass Effect universe, which I like. And you get to, like, you're an explorer, which I kind of leaned more into.
Right.
Um, I do wish I had paid more attention to the profiles when I started speccing myself out, because I would have specced myself to fit the explorer profile as opposed to the infiltrator profile, which is just kind of where I wound up accidentally. The profile thing is a little jank. Not
That
I
was a
would
little
rather they were
weird.
just like I would rather if they were just like, are you sure this, like let you pick a second class. Like,
Yeah, like almost
okay,
like a
he's versatile.
subclass.
I get that. Yeah, but instead what they're doing is they're using the narrative reasoning that is his implant to give you an additional bonus to abilities. So for example, the
Oh, like
dashing.
the Sam node.
Yeah. So it's part of that. And as you spec into certain things, you gain more profiles and those profiles become better.
Yeah.
So like I'm at like Infiltrator 2, I think at this point. When you dash as an infiltrator, you cloak. That's rad.
That is,
That's
yeah.
really cool.
That would be
Um
helpful.
It is, especially because you can jump, dash, shoot, tactical cloak, drop, dash, and then smoke them. Like you can just punch them. I do miss, I do miss the melee combos from Mass Effect and like the charged
Yeah.
Omniblade attacks. I really miss those. The generic animation is like I lean back and I haymaker, and I lean back again and I haymaker. Like, dude, you were an Alliance soldier.
It's kind of monotonous
They
and
talk about it.
agonizing to
They
watch.
talk about it a lot. Like when you talk to Liam on the Tempest, he's like, "Do you miss your Alliance soldier days?" And then
Right,
you
when
can
you
be
first
like,
help him move the couch.
"Yeah, we helped him with the couch." And you can be like, "Yeah, I do," or like, "No, not really." It's like, okay, so you're an Alliance trained soldier.
Yeah.
How is Haymaker all you've got?
Which, I mean,
In what world?
it kind of makes sense that she would be an Alliance trained soldier in that sense, because her father, the only reason he became a Pathfinder was because he was an N7. Like, the
Yeah.
elite of the elite. He was right up there with Shepard.
I went back based on what you told me to the Hyperion. I found Alec's room and the Normandy SR2 model.
Yeah.
I've also learned you can just buy the Nomad upgrades.
Oh.
So I don't know if you've found the screen in the research menus. It's either research or it's development, but in one of the menus, it's development, sorry. You can build upgrades for the Nomad.
Right, that's what that is. Okay, I looked at it and I was like, I
Yeah.
have no idea what this is, so I'll learn it later, and I moved on.
You can also build paint jobs for the Nomad, which is kind of dumb because it gets a lot of resources to build a paint job for the Nomad. When you go back to the docking bay on the Nexus, run straight and then dead to the right, there's two merchants there. One's the general merchant, the other is the vehicle merchant. The vehicle merchant sells you upgrades for the Nomad.
Sorry, I have a question. What's the Nomad? Is that like the
The
all-terrain?
Nomad is, yeah, that's what your vehicle's called.
Oh, okay. See, I haven't gotten to that part yet because I'm still so where I am exactly in the
Ah,
first mission of EOS is I just finished talking to that scrapper after you restart the generators and fend off the kit.
gotcha. Because he tells you to go because there's a thing over here.
Yeah,
So you should go check that out.
if you're
You
crazy
are
enough to
literally
stick
about
around,
to
you
get
should
the
go check
Nomad.
this out. So the Nomad
Yeah.
is pretty much Andromeda's version of the Mako then. It's just your all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah, the Mako or the Hammerhead from Mass Effect 1.
Well, Hammerhead was 2 and 3. Mako was number 1.
Sorry.
Yeah.
2 and 3.
Get your lore right, fucker. No, I was kidding.
My bad. But it's a 6-wheeled all-terrain vehicle that has 4x4 and 6x6 and 4x6.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
one is faster, the other lets you climb up semi-steep hills. Kind of ridiculous, the hills that you can't climb.
Fair.
It's like, here's a 5% grade. Better put her in low to climb this hill, rider. It's like, hey Cora, shut the fuck up.
I got speed, let me go.
I know my truck. And I hit the boost button, and then you just watch all 6 wheels spin, and it's like, what?
How does this work?
How? Why is it doing this to me?
God, it doesn't make any sense, guys. I don't like it. The man touched me in weird places.
See,
but it is a lot of fun. The exploration I actually enjoyed the most because like you go to random places and it's like, we should check this out.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I can do that. And you just hop out. Also, the other problem I had with Andromeda is when I hit the area you were currently in, I didn't finish the first area's stuff. I just ran out and couldn't figure out why it took forever to get anywhere. And it wasn't until I died and it respawned me. Then I got the Mako. And then I was like, oh, cool, a vehicle. And then I immediately went to a hazard level 3 area and it was like, why am I dead already? I had a lot of problems with the game up front.
It seems like you have
The
a
first
problem
time I
paying
played it.
attention to your hazard level.
I've gotten much better at playing video games as a whole. I read stuff now.
Every time I die, that's a lesson learned.
I am a learned man. Yeah, but that came. Those deaths and those lessons came at an $80 price tag in 2018.
Yeah.
So, admittedly, I was probably too quick to throw it away, considering I like the Mass Effect games. So to have thrown it away that fast doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah, but I
came
think
back
that
to this purely because it's Mass Effect and
Right.
you're playing it.
Right, so it was a matter of happenstance. And honestly, I think that is why, because like even me at first, I made a lot of fun of the game on stream because of the way the characters looked and just the shoddy graphics
remember.
and the talking.
Yep.
But
I remember listening to you shit on it and then watching as Zach and Fred in the chat were like, no, that's just how it is. Welcome to Andromeda.
yeah,
Like-
and then come the second stream last Saturday, I was very much more fair weather friend towards it because
Yeah.
I realized the aspects of it that I should be focusing on and enjoying rather. And now I look at it honestly, the ugliness of the character designs I genuinely find hilarious. It does, and I find it hilarious because I look forward to every character I get to talk to now because I get to assess their level of ugliness on a scale of 1 to 10.
It's funny to me because it's only really the humans.
Yeah.
There is a race you'll meet later that does look a little goofy, like just the way that their eyes were done is kind of strange.
It's
but
not
like
it's not the cat,
only
is
the
it?
humans look objectively weird. No, it's not the cat.
Fair.
They're like googly-eyed creatures in deep space. It's like, okay.
You honestly, you want to know the race that really threw me off at the beginning, like of any of the games, and I still am confused about how we have the Solarians, the Asari, and the Quarians, and I mean even the Krogans. They somehow fit But then we have the fucking Batarians. Those guys just do not. They are so fucking awkward. And I correct me if I'm wrong, but are they not also perpetuated in the lore as being the furthest removed from all of the United Alliance species? Like
Correct.
they're the ones who are most likely to be like, hey, leave us alone. We want to be by ourselves.
So the Batarians are the least scientifically advanced,
Yeah.
beat out only by the Krogans, and the only
Which,
race that is as warmongerish as them is
Yeah.
the Krogans. They are like personality, societally, they're basically Krogan light.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
like
And
like the
they
Krogans,
didn't have the genophage, so they're still growing.
Batarians also became like they basically they fit in as traitors. They are like the number one traitor
They are
across the universe.
scumbags.
Yeah, because they're scum.
And
Which fits.
as soon as you meet them, it just seems like every problem with like trafficking and abduction and smuggling and all that suddenly became a Batarian issue.
I'm so glad you've also learned space racism.
Dude, I learned space racism a long time ago with Star Wars.
The
The
Batarians in
Disney
Mass
rated
Effect,
space racism.
true.
Correct.
The Batarians in Mass Effect are essentially mercenaries and merchants. That's their
Yeah.
business. They
Yeah.
they sell violence and also the stuff they got from violence.
They're the violent version of the Volus.
Yeah.
Like, the Volus are good for nothing except for trading money, essentially, because of products and all that. But
Like the Batarians are like the black market,
yeah,
whereas like the Volus are the market.
yeah, they
Yeah.
just like doing skeevy shit with the
Do you
mainstream
remember?
market.
Do you remember the side quest? And I think it's Mass Effect 2 on the Citadel, where you have to help the Volus confess his love to like the elephant thing.
Um,
Do you
I
remember?
something
Did
about
you do that? I
that.
did.
That sounds
It was weird.
familiar. I do
Because
vaguely.
there's like the elephant things that kind of float and they speak telepathically.
Are you
And
talking
then
about?
there's a Volus.
Oh, are you talking about the Hanar?
Yes.
Yeah,
Him.
okay, yes, the Volus confessing his
Yeah.
love for the Hanar. Yes, I do remember that one.
And he's
The
just
elephant-
an awkward school kid.
The floating elephant threw me the fuck off.
Listen, that's
yes.
just how I remember them, okay? I'm gonna have to play Mass Effect again. What can I say?
The Volus confessing to the Hanar. I do remember that. I remember cringing quite a bit and feeling very uncomfortable myself. The one I remember the most from Mass Effect 2 was the Volus when you first meet Samara, the Justicar.
Yep.
And the Volus that's trying to run off world, and he's trying to convince you and everybody else any way he can to let him go. And he's like throwing other people that he just talked to under the bus. And then it turns out not only does he now have you on his ass, he has the Justicar, he has the police on his ass, and he has, was it the Eclipse that were there?
Yep.
And so he comes to you and he's like, look, I know we're not on good terms, but I'm fucked. I remember the skeeviest part that made me almost turn renegade on him was when he said that we could have his assistant as long as we let him go. Like, really, you piece of shit. He was willing to turncoat just like that. But I do think you should play the Mass Effect series again when you forgot about the enkindled ones so easily.
Oh yeah.
Funniest bit.
That's right.
Funniest bit of Mass Effect 3 for me was when the Hanar in the Citadel embassies finally meets Javik. He fucking basically soils himself on the floor. He's so ecstatic. Amazing. Loved it. And then Javik just straight eyes him and says, I remember when you were all tadpoles swimming in the water. Like, wow. Good way of saying you remember when they were nothing but fucking food for the slaughter.
it's yeah, I enjoy the Mass Effect games so much. Like the weird ways you meet certain characters
Hmm.
is always hilarious. Like everybody, most people will think of the way you meet Garrus in the second game,
Yeah.
where it's like you sneak in because you're trying to find an operative named the Archangel,
Right. Yep.
and it's like you're sneaking through the Eclipse and Thousand Suns camp,
Uh
and you gain both of their
huh.
trust, and then it's like, yeah, we're gonna send this guy, this guy right here who you've never met before.
Uh huh.
We're gonna send him after
Yep.
the Archangel. He's gonna win,
Yeah, and I love
and then you
how.
get the, and then you beat the Archangel, and then he like stops, looks at you, and he's like, Shepard,
You're supposed
and
to
you're
be
immediately
dead.
like, Garrus, what the fuck? What are you doing here? And you find like the death spiral of his life after you died. You're like, oh
Yeah,
no.
the 2 years you've been gone. I also enjoy about that whole bit when you're talking to both the grumpy fuckers from the Blue Suns and the Blood Pack, and then you just have free reign to go and talk to that mechanic that's working on the Blue Suns like little
And
warship there.
convince him to sabotage their shit.
Honestly, I didn't do that. I did the other option. I don't know if you've ever done this before, but it was too funny for me to pass up. I chose the knockout option where you like look around quickly to see if anybody's watching and you fucking backhand him upside the head with a wrench.
Yep. Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Like
the renegade option is to approach him.
that's like the one of the only renegade things I've ever done when I was playing my Paragon run because it was too funny not to pass up. I was like, "Okay, I want to see this guy get knocked the fuck out."
When you do Zaid's loyalty mission as a renegade, you will have a much easier go of it.
Fair.
Because his loyalty mission as a paragon is very easy to fail.
It it was. There was a few times where I thought I was gonna have to reload my last save file. Especially given the fact that I didn't know what the like Paragon and Renegade interrupts were for. So a lot of times when the cutscenes were happening, I got used to not having my hands on the controller because I could like lean back, relax, and watch the
There's a
cutscene.
paragon interrupt where you shoot him.
So, ooh, Jesus, I
Yeah,
that was
I learned
fuck.
that one.
That was the
hard
one
way.
that was the one I missed. Holy shit! Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about too.
It's
That
the last one, and
yeah,
if you let him complete what he's doing, you get the
which
dopest
is
scene in any Mass Effect game, which is where he shoots a fuel tank, and then as the guy's like begging for his life, he ejects the thermal clip and lights the gas on fire.
Jesus Christ.
That shit's rad as fuck.
Right,
But
because I did
it's
Paragon
the
in that scene, I punched him because he wasn't listening to reason and wanted to blow up the
that's
gas.
right.
Yeah,
That's what you do.
the fuel
Yeah.
tank, and wanted to kill all those people just to get to the leader of the Blue Suns.
Yep.
Which I'll admit
It's
he's a complete douchebag, but yeah, no, I remember Shepard
he's
being
not
like,
that
"No,
bad.
don't do it," and Zaid's like, "No, I need to. This is my mission. You can f off," and then you just fucking like blindside him with a haymaker, and then he just looks at you like a sad
Zaid's
puppy. And he's like, "I'll meet you back on the ship."
Yep, and then you fail the mission. That's how you fail his loyalty mission, is by interrupting him at any point. You can disagree with him the entire time. You cannot interrupt him at all.
Yeah,
I think it's the renegade interrupt where you shoot him. The
yeah,
paragon one is where you just
yeah.
punch him.
Well, if
Um,
you have
and
gone
if
down,
you let him just do his thing, he does exactly what he says he's going to do, and he lights the gas on fire with a thermal clip.
so
It's rad.
I got lucky because I actually stumbled my way down the proper dialogue track with him through Paragon, so that when I punched him because he wasn't listening to reason, it made him like realize like, oh shit, it wasn't worth it. I'm not gonna kill all these people. And that's why he says he'll meet you back on the ship, because if you fail it, they don't join you on the Normandy. Because that's the whole point of it. It's a recruitment mission.
Maybe
and
I'm an idiot. Maybe I'm just
and
completely wrong on this.
he joined me on the Normandy because I asked Fred about this, and he told me that I stumbled down the right dialogue because I have some of the weirdest fucking luck in the galaxy apparently when it comes to this shit. Um, and I very much got lucky. Fred himself thought that I was going to have to reload a couple game saves because Zaid's was one of the easiest recruitment missions to fuck up throughout the whole game.
Yeah, so the failure condition for his mission is if you put out the fire that he starts. He
Mm.
initiates a compressed gas fire initially right at the top of the mission, and if you put it out to save the innocent workers, it's that is the failure condition.
Yeah, so what I did was I
Um,
managed to stop him before he lit it on fire. The Blue Suns guy got away, and Zaid was about to shoot the gas canister, and there is a Paragon interrupt prompt that comes up where you just straight out deck him because you've been doing the like back and forth dialogue with him while he's been trying to shoot the Blue Suns guy. And the Paragon interrupt comes up, and you just completely haymaker him so that he doesn't shoot the gas tank. So the explosion never happened for me.
yeah.
So the game still took it as a success because those people didn't get hurt. Zaid was had some sense knocked into him, and we also promised him that he was going to get another shot at that. Which, oddly enough, he never did. Which I don't know
Shepard
how.
puts out the fire. Vito escapes in a gunship, and Zaid is enraged with Shepard. Shepard can convince Zaid to work together as a team and to put his vengeance aside until the mission is complete, thereby securing his loyalty, but only with great difficulty. Otherwise, Zaid's loyalty is not secured. If Shepard pursues Vito, Zaid shoots Vito in the leg and then kills him by throwing a heat sink into a puddle of fuel Vito is lying in, burning him to death.
Right.
Um,
So maybe
there
maybe
is
Zaid
actually
did.
a way to do it. There's a planet, Zoria, after the suicide mission. That's, I guess, when you get your second shot at it.
Oh.
Um, but you
Oh
have to do it
yeah.
with at least 2 more squad members left, and then there will be an option to leave Zaid to die when a metal beam collapses on him.
Right. I
That is a
do
suicide
remember
mission,
that.
sorry.
I remember that part, and I ended up saving him because I made sure that all those people made it through to the third game because I wanted to see how the third game would play out with all of the characters that you had like recruited and befriended throughout the first two games.
Huh.
Which actually brings me to a solid question that just came to my mind. Saddest death in the Mass Effect games for you? Let the thought begin.
Okay, what do you mean when you say that?
So, like, if you do everything correct, right, all the way through the first, second, and third game, when it's coming down to crunch time, there are characters who, no matter what you do, die by either sacrificing themselves or, like they
Oh
just get
yeah,
shot
that's right.
down. No matter what you do, even if you've done everything correctly, they die at those points because it's scripted. Who was the saddest one for you?
I'm trying to remember. I gotta Google this. Because I can't remember half of it anymore. I really do need to replay the Mass Effect games.
Yeah, honestly, you should
Um,
you should do what Fred does. While you're searching that up, I'll tell everybody what Fred does. Since I have started streaming, just about 3 years ago now, Fred has played through every game that I have streamed while I've been streaming it, so that he can keep up to date with the knowledge and we can talk about it. Which essentially, since we run the podcast now, is something that wouldn't be a bad idea for you to do because then you'll get to enjoy more video games again like you used to, and you'll be able to
okay.
keep up with current content.
In the unavoidable deaths,
Yes.
now that I'm looking at this, and I wasn't sure if the death was in the second or the third game. The death that actually hurt the most in the third game was Morden. Morden Solus, when he dies, sucked.
Yeah. How
It
how
sucked
uh
wicked bad.
how much did it
Um,
pull your heartstrings when you have that big party in Anderson's apartment that he gave you, and you woke up the next morning and all of Morden's audio logs were beside the bed that you could listen to? All of the songs that he sings you can listen to, all of his talks about like the genophage, you can listen to all of those after the Citadel apartment party with everybody. Did you listen to any of
yeah,
those, or did you even know about that?
I remember listening to them. I played Mass Effect 3. The last time I played it would have been 4 years ago when I
Okay,
got
so
COVID.
fair. Fair. It's not exactly
I
fresh.
replayed the 3 Mass Effect games because I bought myself Legendary Edition when I got COVID.
Right.
Weird flex, but that's
Hey, I
because it
mean,
had just come out.
it's
Or no, I
there's
had bought it a little while before and I wanted to replay it, and then I was like, I just don't have the time to play these games. And I moved closer to Saskatoon for work, and I left my computer, and then I got COVID. I went back to McDowell, picked up my PC, brought it back, set it up in the basement, and then played through the 3 Mass Effect games.
yeah, but you want to know
Um,
something? That's not a weird flex because if you were sick with COVID, obviously you're not going anywhere because one, you don't feel like it, you feel like hell, and two, you're quarantined because obviously it was super contagious. It is a very fulfilling game series to play when you have that much time. Like there's just no way
um,
around it.
so other deaths that sucked
Hmm.
in that game, Legion.
That was the one that got
That's
me. That was the one that got me.
Legion fucked me up because
Morden,
Legion was great.
yeah, Morden made me sad, and you can hear me on stream physically saying like, no, no, no. As soon as I realized what was going on, I was upset. Legion, I genuinely had to mute my mic because I had to like, wipe my face a little bit because I started shedding a few tears. It was, it was not a pretty sight.
I remember um, Anderson's death hurt a lot because it felt avoidable. Like if he, like it was one of those, like
Wait,
Anderson's death.
how did what? I don't remember. I
Anderson dies in Mass Effect 3.
I remember keeping him alive because I remember him. I remember no, his death is avoidable because I met up with him. No, that's right. He dies at the very end when you're trying to climb through the portal to get to the Citadel. When you guys make that big rush to get to the portal, and then the Reaper Harvester or Harbinger uh, shows up and fucking zaps all of you to hell. That's right. Because Tally and Garrus limp their way onto the Normandy because Joker comes in a flash, and um, Anderson follows you through the portal, and then fucking Elusive Man, because he's already been indoctrinated, takes over Anderson's mind and yours and forces you to shoot Anderson. That's right. That that was sad in the sense that, your mentor throughout the whole series is now gone, and the one who believed in you the most. Like, he's essentially your father figure. And
Yeah, Thane is the last one that I remember hating because it's
yeah,
completely unavoidable. It's just a scripted thing. Like he's going to die
yeah.
because he tells you he's going to die in the second game when you meet him.
Well, yeah,
Thane
because he's
Krios is
already
probably my favorite character
he's
in the Mass
already
Effect
sick
series.
by the time you meet him.
Yeah.
I
It's
did,
like the second thing he tells you. It's like right before you do his loyalty mission. Um, he discloses, he's like, listen, I'm sick and I am dying, so I'm going to use
yeah.
what time I have left to tie up all of my loose ends.
Did you
And
did
if you
you
can help me
do
do that one time, that'll be a great, like, I will give you my loyalty.
did you
And then you
do
go
what I
and
did?
eradicate his son.
Whoa. You chose that option?
That's his loyalty mission.
No, his
No, I
loyalty mission
paragoned
is
it.
to save his son. Because his son is getting in trouble
Is
for
it
getting
though?
into the wrong group. Like, he's hanging around with the
Is
wrong
it?
group of
Oh.
people. Yeah, yes. Because when you go to the Citadel with Thane,
Well,
and Bailey finds out, because Bailey's not the head of CSEC yet, remember? He's just a captain sitting at the desk. He finds out that you are helping Thane try to get contact with his son, and he tells you, oh, well, he's in a holding cell because he got caught doing this and this and this. And Thane
yes,
talks to him, says, hey, look, I know I haven't
that's
been there
right.
for you. Yeah,
Because he joins a hitman
yes,
squad,
yeah,
or he becomes an assassin.
right. And Thane talks him out of it to keep him from being killed. That's right.
Okay, so that's sad deaths out of the way. Uh, I already know the answer, but I'm curious to know what Matt's answer is. Who is your love interest for each of the 3 games?
Mm.
Who is
Well,
your paramour achievement?
I never made it far enough into any of the games to even
Matt,
start
why do you
a
hate
love
me?
interest. Well, I don't hate
You
you
know,
because
you can play the second game without a ported save file, and it will let you make the choices for the first game.
Oh
And
shit.
like
That
because
that's
each of
cool.
the games has this options. Like I've played the second game the most, which is weird because I'm remembering the least about it. But you can start a game, and if you don't have a save file to port forward, um, you can instead choose to confirm the choices you made. So Ashley or Caden, does Rex die? Because Rex can die, and it's
Right
actually like
on
really easy to have him die.
is it Varys?
Yeah, when you go to the Geth facility.
Yep.
And there's
The
one other.
well, I thought
Do
that
you
was
punch the
the Krogan
reporter? Is
cloning
an option
facility
you have to choose. Yes, sorry, Krogan cloning facility.
that was
That's just
run by the
swarming with
Geth.
Geth.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, that was a tense situation.
and like that's one of those ones where like if your alignment isn't high enough one way or the other, he dies.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed. Um, like you can paragon him, or you can renegade him. The
With
renegade option is extremely difficult.
yeah.
You have to have, I think it's like 75 points in renegade to get that, which means
Yeah, you've
like
pretty much had to
the
do
first
almost
renegade option you
every
have.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the other choice you have to confirm when you do that is did you save the council or let them die?
Right.
Which avenue did you take in the final fight?
Right, because that's when
That's when Sovereign attacks the Citadel.
that thank you, Sovereign. I couldn't remember. I honestly I remember more about Harbinger than Sovereign because Harbinger was referenced in 2 and 3 quite a bit. Because he's the Reaper that you let escape
Yeah.
and went back and said, hey, listen, all you other Reapers, we've got a
Yeah.
problem. There's
We're
a
starting the
human.
reaping early.
Yeah, there's a human who is fucking us.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't kill Sovereign. You only hurt him.
No, yeah,
But or
it's
sorry, Harbinger. But Sovereign.
Harbinger, yeah. Sovereign's the one you do destroy.
You know what the saddest death actually is?
Huh.
If you paragon the first game,
Yeah.
Sauron.
Yeah. Fuck.
Sauron's death, if you paragon it,
Mm-hmm.
is truly tragic because he's like we've been hot on his tails. We've been talking to him. We've been watching him fall down this like descent into turning into a machine.
Yeah.
And then like we finally like he exercises his last bit of will
to tell you he's been
turn it around,
being controlled.
Like, yeah, that he's being controlled and this isn't what he wanted. And he dies, and then Sovereign's like, psych. Actually, he's still very much alive. Good luck.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because if you think
because
about
Sovereign
it,
takes control.
The form that Sovereign turned Saren into when he died is actually very reminiscent of a smaller version of the brutes from the third game, because the brutes have Turian heads, but I can't remember what other anatomy it was that they were mixed with that made them that big, but essentially it was 2 anatomies that weren't cohesive. Krogan, that's what it was. Krogan
Yeah.
bodies with Turian heads, and they were not cohesive. So what the Reapers did when they made those things is they used the Krogan's healing factor to constantly keep repairing itself while it was shredding itself apart. Which is why
Yep.
brutes were one of the what would you call it? Indoctrinated species that didn't have shielding, is because they were constantly using it to heal themselves.
You know what my favorite narrative death is, though?
Hmm.
The Elusive Man.
That was amazing, honestly.
Because you streamed it as Paragon, so you know how
Yeah.
that death goes.
Yeah.
The Elusive Man's absolute commitment to just the evil dickhead bit to the end into his death is classic. Like, it's so good. And if it had been anybody but Martin Sheen, I probably wouldn't have even enjoyed that death. It was just like, you feel so good
Martin
when you
Sheen,
hit the end.
Yeah, Martin Sheen did that character justice.
He, like, when I first played them, I played the first two.
Yeah.
And then I had them on PlayStation 3, so this is like the servers were still
Right.
Like, there were still lots of people playing the multiplayer.
Right.
When I got to the third one, my buddy told me, we were talking about this earlier, the multiplayer helps with your war readiness status. So him and I just played the shit out of the multiplayer. We spent hundreds of dollars on the multiplayer. And I never did play the story. So I went into the third game and I was like, man, Elusive Man, dopest character. Like, it's just a cool character. Like, the idea of him, the room that he's always in, super cool. And then going back as an adult and playing the games again, and like actually playing the third game.
Yeah.
And seeing what
was actually going
not
on.
Only, yeah, what was actually going on in the second game, and then like learning everything that you learn about him as you play through the game.
Especially the way he treated his men. I actually kind of started feeling bad for Cerberus.
Yeah. Well, like, it's a voice, it's like a data point that you can find that, like, I think it's Miranda figures out that he's the one that sold out the human race. Like, he's the one that allowed the Reapers in.
Yeah, she 100% was, because that's the mission that you follow her to the Elusive Man's headquarters, and you see as you go through those like audio and video logs you can find, you see the security camera footage of her going through and then Kai Lang following her after.
Yep. Kai Lang was a weird one.
I hated him so much. No,
he was just goofy.
He was kind of useless, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, he's supposed to be some like grandiose ninja, but he had a very big problem of always making himself known.
It's like the
he was the universe's worst assassin.
Yeah, it's like the guy in John Wick Chapter 3 who's like, yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're enemies. It's like, yeah, but like, I really admire your work.
Yeah,
I've been training for years to be just like you.
Wasn't that the guy with the dog?
Fade run. No, that was.
Or no, was that
Asian swordsman?
Donnie
like
Yen.
The samurai. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Donnie Yen's character. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're sitting there in the Continental, and he leans over after Vigo leaves. He's just like, yeah, I'm a huge fan, by the way. And he leans back. He's supposed to be like a super stealthy assassin samurai dude, and he's super not. Like, the entire time. It's so good.
Yeah, Zero was the guy's name.
Zero.
I gotta say, I'm a pretty big fan. Let's see.
Yeah.
John Wick Chapter 3 cast. I don't feel like that was Donnie Yen. No, that was Mark. That was Mark Dacascos.
Yeah. Another thing about Andromeda that I enjoy is it brings back Mass Effect 3's multiplayer.
Yeah.
In a different way. So instead of it being for war assets, it helps you with your strike team missions, which is what we were trying to do earlier, because we did play that and it works pretty good. You definitely need a squad of 4.
Yeah.
I do wish that like the lobby system was a little better, because like I when we were playing and I was creating missions, I had to go into my strike team menu, pick an Apex mission, create a private lobby, and then I could invite you. That's why every time we exited a mission, you were like, it's just me in the lobby. Because for whatever reason, it kept kicking me back to the multiplayer screen.
Okay.
So that sucked a little bit. I don't ever remember having that issue with Mass Effect 3, but that was a long time ago, so I have no idea.
Fair. I mean, I guess in that sense, the way Andromeda has their system set up is designed that after each mission you would be essentially either moving on with the main story again or moving on to one of the other non-multiplayer side missions like the research missions or the tracking missions, stuff like that, instead of the Apex missions. So
Yeah.
it makes sense in that point, but I get what you're saying though. Like if the intent is to stay together in the party, why kick everybody out every mission, especially when the mission is only like what 10 minutes long for 5 waves or 6 waves, however long.
Well, we never saw the end of one.
Yeah, fair.
It was a fun thing. I I violently overestimated the Andromeda multiplayer because I forgot how brutal the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer can be. So the problem I have with the multiplayer systems is that it's not pay to win per se, because you can spend money and that's totally fine, but it improves the level of gear you have access to. So, and the way that the characters work is twofold. It's both a level system, but it's also like a token system. So if you pull the same character twice, remember Mass Effect 3's upgrade system where it's like this is the M8 Avenger assault rifle.
Right.
And then you could pay to have it upgraded to the M8 Avenger 2.
Uh-huh.
It's that.
Ah.
Which is very similar to the original Mass Effect's improvement system. So that's how the multiplayer works. And you have to buy the packs. And the packs can be acquired with credits you gain from completing missions, or in this game, Andromeda points. Mass Effect 3, I think they were called I think they were just called like Mass Effect coins or something stupid like that.
Right.
So you can buy the premium currency and then just like raffle through these loot boxes and hope you pull all the stuff you want. That kind of sucks. It gives you a bunch for free up front if you've completed the original Mass Effect games, if you have the deluxe edition of the game, and like there's a bunch of other free boxes that it gives you. That's how I got a bunch of the stuff that I had.
Ah.
So that's fine, but it does suck that you have to buy them.
Yeah.
It's like the only upside is as you do those things, you do gain benefits to I think it works towards your Andromeda viability points, which you can then use to wake up more frozen colonists.
Oh, right.
Gain,
The Nexus viability points.
Yeah, because that's a bonus system that the game has set. It has no bearing on like the resource situation. It has everything to do with like what bonus you gain from which ones. It's like the first one I woke up gives me I think it's I gain a different amount of material every 8 hours, automatically, because like mining is the one thing I suck at in Andromeda because it's really tedious.
Right.
So you can just I just woke up the scientist group that automates mining for me, and they were the first ones because I want my N7 armor back.
Fair.
So here we are.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And like the Nomad upgrades, which I really want. So, but you need resources for those. The beauty of that group is they will automatically, sporadically collect different amounts of metal, and the longer you leave them for, the more and more varied you get, which is mint.
Yeah.
Because they set up on planets you've explored, or like planets you've discovered and have landed on.
Okay.
So I've landed on 3 planets now. So the next time I open the game and actually collect that reward, it should be pretty fucking decent.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping it's good. But there's like you can wake up Volus and they change your salvage value goes up and your buy value goes down. So to buy stuff gets cheaper, to sell stuff gets you more.
Right, you're getting more money and less or like more money, more discount kind of thing.
There is because it's combat, science, and technology.
I took a look.
Trade merchants.
The Apex missions have 7 waves standard. The 7th wave
so
is
close.
fully extraction, so the 6th wave was the last full attack wave. Apparently there is special Apex missions that are sometimes labeled as extended or extra that have 11 waves. So I imagine those ones might have an even bigger payout.
Yeah, that's cool.
But yeah, I agree with your thinking on that. If the mining is that tedious, the science team would probably be the first I would thaw out.
Yeah, because I'm just like it just automates something I don't really want to do.
Right.
There's also in the merchant group, there's a group that will give you static returns on investments made. So they just give you credits every once in a while. I don't have enough to open them up, but that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's but the multiplayer system is tedious, I think.
I can see how it is.
It doesn't penalize you at any point for not spending money, but it becomes more difficult if you don't.
Yeah.
Like if I was to just blow $100 on it, I guarantee you I could solo Apex missions. However,
yeah.
There's just a significant chunk of time that I don't feel like spending on it. Because it uses a pack system. So you either use credits or Andromeda points. Credits you earn through gameplay, or you can buy Andromeda points. There is, just look at the list here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 types of base packs.
Jesus Christ.
There's also an item store, which will let you, like, to be fair, for very cheap, you can buy, like, revives and first aids, or RPGs or ammo packs, which are your base ones.
Yeah.
There's also experience improvers, character respec points, random weapon mods.
Mm-hmm.
You can also buy like random characters.
Okay.
But they're expensive. Like it's for a random ultra rare character, which is what I pulled just by chance. It's 960 Andromeda points. To get 1,050 is $10. $100 gets you 12,000 Andromeda points.
Jesus Christ.
And it is effectively just gambling. So the Apex Elite pack, the Jumbo Premium pack, which gets you the most stuff per pull, which is 25 random items or characters, is 1,500. So you can pull that 8 times.
Okay.
Welcome to gambling.
Yeah.
With 5 improved chances of an ultra rare. The Apex Elite pack is the same price. It's 10 items, but you're guaranteed an ultra rare and a rare and 5 ultra rare experience enhancers. So like just experience buff straight up.
Yeah.
It's a little janky. You also get stuff for free. Like you complete a mission, it's like here's a pack. The game gives you a certain amount of like it gives you a certain amount of packs just for owning certain editions. So like everybody, I think at this point, they only sell it as the Super Digital Deluxe Edition. Everybody gets that. Um, also, in the Steam store, you can just buy like the Krogan Vanguard or the Solarian Infiltrator multiplayer pack. It's like $13. You get a pack which guarantees you a bunch of stuff for a set character and
Right.
some Andromeda points on top of that.
Okay.
But there's only 2. Mass Effect 3, there was like 50. You could buy whatever the fuck you wanted at any point in time. It was weird. The monetization is a little sharky, but I don't hate it because it's not. If it was PvP, I would hate it because it's just an objective advantage.
Right.
You're just fighting
Yeah.
it don't matter that much. It's like Assassin's Creed. I'm against like the newest ones with their monetization system, like the fucking credit thing. That's dumb. But
Yeah.
if you want to speed up your progression, you can just buy an experience booster, and it's like $5, and that's permanent.
Yeah.
Sure.
I've
Fuck it.
I've been seeing quite a bit from that stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, no, that defeats the whole purpose of, the game for me, because
Yeah,
I
agree.
still very much enjoy the originals where it was very simple. There was nothing to buy. There was no online, there was no shops or stores. You just played through the missions and explored as you went to get like all the side missions, the flags of each city, the viewpoints to unlock the map, the execution interruptions, like you stop the executions of unjust military like action. You stop those guys who randomly beat up people in the middle of the street. You tail people and fist fight them for information. Stuff like that, I miss that. It's not simple anymore.
Yeah.
It really isn't. It's not simple.
It's only simple if you spend money.
Yeah, that's what makes sense to them.
But hilariously, as we hit 5 viewers, I think that's probably what we call it. It's late as hell.
I
gotta work in the morning.
Yeah. Well, obviously I don't, but I am.
What the hell is
I am
that?
falling asleep.
Matt's straight glonky.
I'm playing Battle Sector, and I'm trying
hit-
just all the
He hit
units.
the Osama bin Laden so many times during this that he's
Man.
like, I could see it in his webcam. I don't know if you caught this, but you could see his eyes got more red.
Like when he mentally tapped out. It's like, how do
just
these?
like it creeped in slowly at first, and it was like his entire eye except for his iris was red, and I was like, "Oh, my boy is zooted."
His first introduction to how we can talk about everything but still talk about nothing all at the same time.
Isn't that
Yeah.
what it's all about?
Probably asking himself how we're so long-winded but yet have no important information.
This has been a rad time. The energy in the studio is at an all-time high. Our abducted ghost, Matt, did chime a lot. Go
Yep.
back, listen to earlier when we were talking about Battlefield 6.
Yep.
Everybody wished Matt a happy birthday. Freshly 24.
Happy birthday.
Yesterday.
Belated.
And everybody have a safe and fun Halloween.
Yes.
We ain't coming back for that. All right, we're not doing a Friday night special. I'm going drinking.
Oh, okay, all right.
Friends.
Fair. I was gonna ask, because me and Hayes are doing Death Grounds for the Halloween stream, and I know you have it.
I do.
I was gonna see if you wanted to, but if you are going drinking with some friends, that is fine.
I don't like how you're saying it like that. It really feels like a guilt trip.
It's fine. I know you don't love me. You don't gotta do what I want to do. It's okay. We never do what I want to do, but that's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. No,
I'm not mad. We never do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I said build a wall.
You
guys
can't
said
tell me
no.
wrong. You can't tell me anything. I know what I'm doing. No,
I know best.
genuinely though, that's fine. I knew you owned the game, so I wanted to ask and see if you wanted to jump in, because I know you and me have been waiting for a chance to play that, because I want to record you playing the tutorial mission. That look tells me you may or may not have already played it.
I just keep dreading it because you keep saying it
Oh,
like that.
well, no, because I am
I
excited.
want to record you playing
I am
the tutorial mission.
Yes,
I
because
wish to hear you scream like a child.
I've got content of me playing the tutorial mission. We played the first 2 of the 4 available maps, and surprisingly won and extracted. And there's still 2 more maps to play, and I would like to get you in some of the recordings so that I can make the video, because that's going to be the Halloween month video this year.
I'll be around tomorrow night for a bit, for sure.
Maybe,
do it then?
you know what? Hey, you know what? Maybe that's what we could do for tomorrow night's Twitch exclusive stream then. Instead of doing Deadlock, we can do Deathgrounds.
Hell yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I can record it while we stream.
At least the tutorial. I don't know how much longer. And we can do the final sentence.
True, yeah.
We could start with that, so my heart rate's already on the ceiling. Then go to Deathground so you can record me dying live.
We are physically setting up this man to have a stroke on stream.
The last time we played Final Sentence, I unironically thought I was having a heart attack. I was so stressed. I'm like typing as fast as I can, and I can hear the as it stunts me back to the beginning of the line, and I'm like,
yeah, once we're done here, I am going to try and play one game before I go to bed just to see how heart-wrenching this is. But yeah, we can definitely do a 2 for tomorrow night for the Twitch exclusive. We'll just call it like the Twitch
Twitch exclusive double feature.
Yeah, Twitch double feature, Twitch fun run, Twitch with friends, just twitchy.
Twitching with friends.
Twitching with friends. Just a bunch of us going.
We got to get a bunch of people to play Final Sentence tomorrow. That would be hilarious.
You know what? I could probably put the APB out to the Academy. The Disappointments, where Fred and all of them are, because I'm sure a bunch of them would probably get a kick out of it too. That'd be hilarious.
I can't wait to see who types the slowest out of everybody.
I would laugh if it's Zach.
It's probably Zach.
No, in reality, it's probably me, because I do the chicken peck thing. But I legitimately, yes, I do that. I know I do it.
I do it too. It's cool. Don't sweat it.
We both do it. It's cool.
Hard words. I get hung up on the hard words, and I'm like, all right, stick and poke, see me true.
As long as they don't give me anything harder than ambulance, I'm good.
And on that bombshell, it's time to end.
Yes, before we prove ourselves any dumber. Well,
thanks for listening.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tagging along for the ride, Matt.
It was very fun.
Yep.
I'm out.
I enjoyed it.
Yep.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.